We're live. Welcome to the live stream. We are back. Thank God Cody is back, helping us get all of this stuff squared away here. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining After Prison Show and the live stream. First and foremost, go ahead and smash that like button like you're smashing your, I don't know, Junie cakes. Who the hell knows? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Tonight, we are going to be painting Broke Wing live. Got the Broke Wing painting right here. Cody's trying to get this whole thing squared away so we can see it. This is the painting we're going to be doing right here. Maybe that's old Joe right there holding up Broke Wing. Who the hell really knows? Got Broke Wing written across the bottom here, and we're going to hook this thing up. This thing's going to look real slick by the time it's all said and done. Also, let me know what you had for dinner tonight, because Joe didn't have anything for dinner. I will tell you what I have eaten today. What have I eaten today? I haven't eaten much of anything, but it brings me up to a good point. I got some things I want to address real quick before we begin the painting part of this live stream. There are some big things on the way. I do want to say, first and foremost, major shout out to M. Rezi, a big-time supporter of After Prison Show, always here on the live streams. He did purchase the first painting that we put up on eBay, the Prisoner painting. Shout out to M. Rezi for getting that. That will be in the mail tomorrow. Also, tomorrow, I want to tell you about the video that we do have coming for you. I'm going to be showing you how to make prison birthday cake. You will see it nowhere else except for on this video tomorrow. I promise you, when you see this, you're going to be like, damn, Joe, you belong on Food Network somewhere, or maybe even back in prison. Did I just say that? But anyways, so we got the prison birthday cake video coming tomorrow. And also on Thursday, we are doing a big time interview with a guy who spent a shit ton of time in prison. Now this guy's out. He's got his own restaurant. He's written books. This guy was a big time bad guy, and now he's got his shit together. So major shout out to everything that we got going on, and also major shout out to all of you for being here, rocking with After Prison Show, no matter what time it is, where you are for this live stream. Yeah, I think I said everything I needed to say. So yeah, let me get out of the way right here. Again, if you haven't seen the painting, this is it right here. Joe cartoon version. Joe, why do you look so crazy in these cartoons you draw? I don't even know. And we got old Broke Wing right here. We've written Broke Wing. We've written Broke Wing. Joe, you talk with a lisp. I know. But anyways, here's the painting. This is what we're going to be working on. So without further ado, what do you say we just go ahead and dive head first into this prison paint night video here on YouTube and After fucking Prison Show. That's not getting monetized. But anyways, I hope everyone's doing good tonight. We're going to make this painting look really, really awesome. It's going to be a bright, vibrant painting. Unlike most of the paintings that we do that have the gray background, we're not doing gray for this painting. We're going to make it like a vibrant-ish type of yellow. It's going to look really good. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Joe, you need to get some paint so we can start painting. I know. We're going to go ahead and start with our yellow. Throwing a bunch of yellow on our little paper plate palette here. And we're also going to need some white paint as well. This is going to serve as our background. That's the first thing we're going to start with our Broke Wing painting here. All right, we got plenty of paint. Shout out to Porky of the Pine. I see you. Thanks for rocking with us all the time. All right. Joe, don't get paint all over the place. I'm going to try. I'm going to try not to. That's what I meant. All right, so again, we're going to start with the background of this painting. That's what we have to do first. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and real quick, notice how Joe has the Bob Ross on today. Joe is like the Bob Ross of YouTube, except the prison version. Again, I don't really know, but that's what it is. So let's go ahead and get a bigger brush, because we are going to need a bigger brush to start this background. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix up a little yellow. I'm going to mix up a little white. I'm going to make this neutral type of yellow color. And that's what we're going to use for this background. So Joe, without further ado, let's just go ahead and start painting our background. And again, I'm going to try to stay out of the way. I know there were some people who said they couldn't really see what I was painting the last time because, Joe, you were in the way the whole damn time. So I'm going to try to not be in the way during this painting. If I am in the way at all, please just say, Joe, get the hell out of the way. I can't see what you're painting. All right. Without further ado, ball, we're just going to go ahead and start laying in this background, trying not to get any of this background color over top of Broke Wing or Cartoon Joe here. If we do, though, it's not that big of a deal. But we are going to try to not do that. All right. So we're starting to put the paint to the, what is this called? Oh, to the canvas. That's right. Hope everybody's doing great tonight. Again, thank you for rocking with us tonight. Now, oh God, Joe, you're smearing the paint already. What are you doing? I don't know. Oh well. One thing about it, once it's all said and done, you won't even see that. Tony, shout out to you. Joe, can you tell us one of the tattoos you had covered up? Can you tell us about one of the tattoos you had covered up? Love you. I definitely can. I can definitely tell you, Joe has had plenty of females' names tattooed on his body. It's kind of a long story. I'm always one to quickly fall in love with chicks and then have them run all over top of me. It's kind of a bad thing. I've had a few girls' names tattooed on me. If you guys can guess just how many names I've had tattooed on me, you will be the lucky winner tonight. I can promise you it's more than one, and it's more than two. So why don't you take a guess in the comments section. I won't be able to see it, but I'll tell you in just a little bit how many it's been. Okay, we are having a little bit of an issue with this marker. I don't know why this marker wants to act so bad tonight. Why do you want to treat Joe so bad? Bob Ma, shout out to you. Thanks for rocking with us tonight. Now, the last time we did a painting and I used the same exact marker to outline everything, I didn't have any issues with it. I don't know why it's acting up on me tonight, but it's okay. We will make it work. So we're just painting it up here on YouTube. Oh, family-friendly APS. Hey, what did you guys think of those stories that I told you in today's video? You know, it's kind of some crazy shit going on. This guy gets out of prison today after freaking decapitating his son. I don't really know how to feel about that. I think that's kind of a fucked up situation. I served 7 years for some drug charges and a weapon, and this guy serves 8 years in a little freaking mental institution, and he's cutting people's heads off. His own damn kid's head off at that. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, that's kind of really... Look at all these numbers. 8, 2, 5, 8. I see a lot of 8s in there. It's really not been 8. If I had 8 girls' names tattooed on me, that would have been a bad thing. But I had... let me think. How many names did I have on me? I had 1, 2, 3. I had 3 girls' names tattooed on my damn... 3 girls' names. I was about to say 4. I thought it was 4 for a minute. But it really was 3. It's kind of pitiful, man. And I understand. Before you say it, I'll say it first. Joe, you're freaking pitiful. I know. But I always fall in love, and then I end up getting locked up, and then it just never really works out. It's kind of a messed up situation. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to go around the painting with this background color right here, and again, just trying to get this in here, and then we're going to go start blocking in old Joe. We'll block in the letters, and we're going to also block in the word that says, or the 2 words it's supposed to be, Broke Wing. Dennis, shout out to you. Thanks for rocking with me tonight. Let me know what time it is, where everybody's at. Again, we do apologize for getting started late. We've been dealing with some technical difficulties with the streams lately. Joe tried to stream on Twitch last night. That's another thing that we're doing. We are doing the gameplay on Twitch. If you like watching the gameplay, want to come rock with After Prison Show with the games, twitch.tv/AfterPrisonShow. We're there too. And I was streaming last night. We were playing some UFC. We were playing some, what's that game called? Ghost Recon Wildlands. But anyways, I don't know what the hell happened. We just ran into some technical difficulties. I had to kill the stream. I didn't have Cody with me. So it was kind of a bad thing. Look at this yellow. This is super yellow. Big Herc, shout out to you. Oh, God. Joe, don't go off the deep end tonight. You always go so crazy on the streams. You got to take it easy tonight, brother. I know. So, again, we're just blocking in the painting. And then we're going to go through and we're going to fine-tune everything. And when this thing is done, this thing is going to be pretty sweet. At least I hope it is. I hope Joe doesn't butcher this whole damn painting. I have been known to butcher a painting or two. I'm going to try to not do that tonight. You guys let me know if I'm butchering it, though. All right, we're getting it in there, though. We're getting her done. Oh, yeah. All right, so we got most of this getting in there now. I ain't feeling how that marker was doing that, but again, I will be able to fix that. Dave Martin, shout out to you. Love the show from Spring Hill, Florida. Rock on, bro. Hey, shout out to you. Some of the stories that I told today dealt with Florida. 2 of the stories, as a matter of fact. What do you guys think about the whole chicken nuggets and the $25? I think that's kind of a crazy situation, right? But if you ask me more specifically, you know, the way that the story was worded, it was like the cop was sitting there negotiating with this female, trying to solicit some sex or whatever. But it almost is like the cop is really trying to force the issue. So isn't that like entrapment? I mean, in my personal opinion, it is. Forget the $25, forget the McNuggets that she agreed to. I mean, it feels like he was trying to push that issue. Jeffrey Woods, hi, Mom. Somebody also commented and said, Joe, some of these videos you're doing now sort of seem like scares except the prison version. And I'm not going to lie, you know, that's not the first time I've heard that. But I do want to bring you these crazy stories because if it's crazy to me, it's going to be crazy to you as well. Or at least I believe it. Mr. Hawaii, what the hell is going on with you, brother? Watching this at work, can't stay the whole stream, stay awesome. Mr. Hawaii, man, we got to do something real special for you. You are always here showing major support for these streams. Thank you very much, brother. Really means a lot. Really helps out a lot as well. All right, so we're going in here. Now, I don't even know what you can see, really. But some of this marker is kind of like bleeding a little bit. But with this first coat of paint, that's going to kind of take care of all of that. And then after the first coat, Joe will be able to go in here and tighten all of this up. So no worries on that level just yet. All right, boom. We've got the background color on the canvas. Pretty nice little Easter yellow or piss yellow. I don't know really what color yellow that is. But again, once this whole thing is done, that's going to really make the rest of this painting pop off the canvas. You know, you really want to color coordinate and make sure that you're matching your colors correctly. And that's what we're going to do with this. So now we're going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and throw some paint on Broke Wing. I'm going to go ahead and throw some paint on old Joe here. So Broke Wing, I got to get another plate for you, Broke Wing. All right. Joe doesn't have a whole lot of room to maneuver with. I hope you guys can see everything all right. Hope you guys are rocking with the stream. If you haven't done so yet, please smash that like button. I'm going to say that a couple of times tonight. Please don't get mad at me for doing so. But we did learn that, you know, likes do help these streams out. So help After Prison Show. It would be greatly appreciated. All right. Getting a little bit of paint transferred here. And now it's time for old Brokey Wing. I know a lot of people were asking if I was going to bring back the Broke Wing t-shirts and merchandise, and I will be doing that very soon. All right, so let's go ahead and throw just a little bit of paint on Broke Wing. Broke Wing, you're going to be kind of gray at first, but don't you fear. Joe will get you here. All right, getting that first Broke Wing in there. Let me switch brushes real quick. So what's it look like so far? Give me a 1 in the comment section if it looks good. Give me a 2 in the comment section if you just are convinced Joe is going to just butcher this painting. Cody, don't let me know if it's a bunch of 2s. If it is a bunch of 2s, just tell me it's a bunch of 1s. Oh, Broke Wing. Me and you spent a lot of time together in prison, Broke Wing. You know, I'm going to do a coloring book for this summer, an After Prison Show coloring book. Let me know what you guys think about that. Joe's going to draw a whole bunch of prison-related cartoons for the stories that we have told here on After Prison Show. I think that's going to be a really cool little thing. All right, so Broke Wing's starting to get in there right now. Oh, yeah, Broke Wing. You got a broken wing, Broke Wing. How you ever going to fly again? Cody says there's a lot of ones, so I'm going to go ahead and imagine there's probably a lot of twos in there as well. Shout out to the ones, I see you. Annabelle Bobcats, let's get random topics going. If you were an animal, what would you be and why? Like the painting so far. Shout out to you, Annabella. If I could be an animal, what would I be and why? I want to be a bird, some kind of a bird. Birds always got the best view of everything. Maybe an eagle or a hawk. Hawks are pretty dope. I want to be able to fly. Like that R. Kelly song. I believe I could. What the fuck just happened, Joe? Kill yourself. Sorry, that will never happen again. That will never happen again. People ask me all the time, they say, Joe, why do the streams never get put up after you're done with them? And the reason is because Joe usually does things that he lives to regret later. And that right there was probably one of those things right there. You just saw it firsthand. All right, we got some paint on old Broke Wing. Let me go ahead and put your beak in there too. You know, your beak is going to be kind of black to start with. So let's go with that. Penis balls bouncing off the floor, guy. Man, you be rocking with these streams. Shout out to you for that. Oh, Broke Wing, you got a black beak, Broke Wing. Somebody do a Google search real quick and let me know if a seagull really has a black beak. I'm quite sure they don't. But this is a cartoon, and this is how I remember Broke Wing. So this damn seagull, he got himself a black beak. And that's just the way it's going to be. Morning Wood, shout out to you, brother. Thanks for rocking with us again tonight. Hope you enjoy this stream tonight as well. All right. A little more gray action going on down here. Now, again, this is only the first coat of paint. Once this dries, once I get this first coat of paint completely covering the canvas, I'll go back, I'll tighten all this up. This thing's going to look, it's going to look real good. Super Dave, shout out to you. Okay, Broke Wing, you're in there. You're in there as far as I need you to be. It's time to go ahead. Oh, wait. We got to put a bandana on Broke Wing. What gang is Broke Wing representing? I need you guys to comment in the comment section. Is he repping for the red or is he repping for the blue? Cody, let me know what color comes up more. Red for the bandana on Broke Wing or blue for the bandana on Broke Wing? You guys let me know. I'm gonna hold off on that. Dennis, shout out to you. Hey, penis balls at Joe, is that black tattoo on your left arm a cover-up? If yes, what was it before? Okay, well, let's go ahead and get into this. So this black tattoo right here is it used to be a girl's name underneath this. Now, it wasn't the entire black part of this tattoo, but it used to say this girl's name, and it was the girl that I first got locked up. When I first got locked up this time to serve the 7 years. Now, what was crazy about this is I had just been locked up. I'd only been locked up for like less than 2 months. I tattooed her name on me. I'm thinking, oh my God, if I tattoo her name on me, she's going to be here forever. Yeah, she didn't last 2 months. And not even before that tattoo healed on my arm, she was gone. Literally, the tattoo was still healing and she was already gone. MP, shout out to you. Red. Everybody's saying red. Sue-whoop for the red. Porky up the pie, shout out to you. I see some blue coming up, though. We need to put a straw pool in there. Cody, put a straw pool in there and find out what it's going to be, man. I want to make sure we get the right color bandana on this Broke Wing. All right, Joe, we got to make some skin tone, so we're going to go ahead and do that next. So anyways, now, the story gets even crazier than that with this tattoo, right? Penis balls bouncing off the floor, man. Okay, so I got this tattoo on my arm. Well, I had an ex-girlfriend who decided she wanted to come and see me. Okay, and the crazy damn thing about it was I had the ex-girlfriend's name tattooed right here. But I had already covered that up myself to put the other girl's name right here. So now I knew I was getting a visit in like a week, and I had to cover up this girl's name because I had already covered up this one. It was just a long bunch of crazy shit. Joe was tattooing girls' names and covering them up just as fast as he could. Yeah, again, Joe was like a sucker for love. He was locked up. He knew he was going to be doing a lot of time. I don't know. I was really lonely. I'm lonely now. Shit, I'm tattooing guys' names on my chest. What the hell is going on? Hey, Seth, shout out to you. All right, skin tone time for old Cartoon Joe. How big of a brush do I need? I think I need something kind of not so big. But yeah, that's the story of my life. Oh, heartache and misery. Hey, if you're lonely out there, shout out to you. I know your pain. Joe hasn't been talking to any girls in like a couple of days now. It's kind of pathetic. Cody, we got to get me a girl, man. We should just hire some strippers and put them on the stream. Cody says that's not going to happen. You guys think I should get some strippers on the stream? I think I should. Kim, shout out to you. Strippers will love you forever, though, won't they? You guys think a stripper would make a good girlfriend? To be honest with you, I'm kind of thinking they might. But what do you know about love, Joe? I don't know anything. All right, so we got a little bit of skin tone right here. Let's go ahead and wet this up and go ahead and put old Joe in there. Cody, you ever dated a stripper before? No. Cody says he's never dated a stripper. Stripper stream? Yes, I see those comments. All right, what's the skin tone look like? My God, that looks just like my skin tone right there. All right, so we're putting in the old skin tone.
Red's still one on the straw pool.
Red one on the straw pool. That's what's going on the bandana. Joe, you look like you're from somewhere else. This might be that real life Hispanic Guerrero right here. Get that ear in there. Get that ear in there. All right, there's that ear. Get that old penis-shaped looking nose you got there, Joe. Joe, why do you always draw yourself with a penis-shaped cartoon nose? I don't know. It's just my cartooning style. Maybe it's because of the fact that I spent so much time in prison. I probably saw so much damn penis. Wait a minute, are we live? Forget I just said that. I don't know why I draw this the way that I do. It's just my style. So we're getting the old nose in there. That's a good looking nose right there. Oh yeah. Joe, we're going to have to lighten you up a little bit. You look like you've been at the beach a little too long. What can I say? It's about to be summertime. Joe's about to have a tan. Okay. Hey, you know what they say about guys with long arms, right? Oh, shit, I'm about to trip. They can reach anything on the top shelf. What did you think I was going to say? All right. So let's go ahead and put these gigantic freaking cartoon hands of old Joe in here as well. Oh, goody. It's looking good, Joe. It's looking real good. Except for your marker's bleeding. We'll never use that marker again. That marker is dead to me now. But that's okay. After this first coat of paint, we'll never see it again. Oh, I just made a mistake. I'm going to have to fix that. Penis balls bouncing off the floor. I swear, you just love to hear me say that. Got another arm over here. That arm's just going to disappear right there like so. Boom. Joe, you've been in the suntan. You've been in the tanning salon too long, Joe. You need to tighten up. Claire, my girlfriend and I love your videos. Love your videos and you. Holy shit, shout out to you and your girlfriend then. We made a prison style tattoo gun and it hurt like hell, but we love it. Don't worry, we're 19. Can you say hi to us? I'm Claire and she's Kat. Shout out to Claire and Kat. Always feels good to let Always feels good to know that there are females that do rock with After Prison Show. For a long time, there really wasn't. It was kind of a crazy situation. Okay, so we're cleaning off the old brush here. We're going to go ahead and put Joe's hair in here. Joe's hair is not going to be as gray as it was the other night. Jamie, shout out to you. Well, this thing's going to be really nice when it's done. I'm already confident that we're going in the right direction. Somebody said poo. I think that's what they meant the painting looked like. So, Joe, you're going to have some black hair tonight, man. You're going to be straight up rocking the black hair. We're not going to do you like we did you the last painting. All right. Got the hair coming in just like that. Let's change brushes here so we can really see what we're doing. But again, yeah, if you're just joining us, at the beginning of this live stream, I was talking about some things that you can look forward to. Tomorrow, I'm going to be showing you how to make prison birthday cake. This is official. You've never seen anything like this. I can guarantee that. Super easy to do. The fucked up thing about it is yesterday was Dave's birthday. I didn't even have these damn ingredients to make the cake. But I'm going to get them back over here. I'm going to try to get them back over here tomorrow. And I'm going to make this birthday cake for him. I really want to do that. You know, I hate to see it be someone's birthday and they don't do anything at all. I really wanted to do something special for him yesterday. And I didn't get a chance to do anything. So I kind of feel like shit for that. Penis Bell is bouncing off the floor. Guy, quit ignoring me and make that video on the Texas prison rapper dude. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Cody, can you please write that down? South Park Mexican. I got to look into this guy. He got locked up on some crazy charges with no DNA evidence. I know, look, it's not like I forgot about it. I mean, I kind of did forget about it, but I didn't forget about it all the way. If that makes it any better. I will look into that situation, and I will do a video about that. I could have included that in today's video if I would have remembered it. But Joe, your memory is fucking trash. I know. Please bear with me. I'm only 60 years old. I'm already suffering from dementia. How's the painting looking, everybody? I hope you're rocking with this. If you're just now joining us, please smash that like button like you smash. Somebody give me something catchy to say after that. Let me know something in the comments section. Smash that like button like you're smashing. Cody, give me something. I'm at a loss for words here. Cody says he has no idea. Thanks a lot, Cody. Thanks a lot. You're a real big help over there. You know that? All right, so what I'm going to do now is, before I go into the little jumper that Joe's going to be wearing, and I am going to put that red bandana on Broke Wing, because Broke Wing is, I guess, rocking with the Bloods right now. I'm going to go ahead and get these letters in here. That way, I can go back and I can fine-tune this background and really make this painting start to take off. So, I'm going to go ahead and start putting these letters in. Let me know if I'm in the way, too. If I'm in the way, just yell at me. Just say, hey, Joe, get the hell out of the way. I can't see. Cody, let me know, all right? Gotcha. How do you paint so straight? I don't know. You know, when I first started painting, I wasn't able to paint lines. But I guess once you paint for a little while, it becomes a little bit easier to do. It's like anything. Once you get a little more familiar with it, you get better with it as well. All right, now I do got to get in front of this for a second. I apologize for being in the way. I'll be out of the way in just a second. All right. So we're going to start going ahead and outlining these letters. They're going to be all black starting out, but that's just to start with. Once I got this painting rolling a little bit better, I'm going to go through and I'm going to add some really awesome stuff to these letters. Matafaka. Did I pronounce that correctly? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. It sounds like some old Boston shit. Oh, Broke Wing. Annabella Bobcat, smash that like button like you're smashing pumpkins. Yeah. I like Smashing Pumpkins, actually. The band. But I don't know about smashing pumpkins in real life. That may actually be a crime. You could probably go to jail for that. Joe's not trying to break the law ever again. There is the old G. How crooked is that G? Is that G crooked? Hey, I hope my neighbors aren't home tonight because we are going to get live with the live stream. They're just gonna have to deal with it tonight. You know, it's a bad thing when your neighbors don't like you, especially when you're loud all the time. I don't even understand why they don't like me. It's not like, well, I guess it's probably because I'm loud all the time. Guess I just answered my own damn question. Okay, we're putting this N in here. Can you guys see this all right? Is it good, Cody? What are you doing? You're playing...
No, look at this code.
Cody, what are you doing? You playing video games over there? You're supposed to be holding down the live stream. Everybody, let Cody know in the comment section right now. He's supposed to be holding this thing down. He's over here playing Grand Theft Auto. That's crazy, Cody. Again, I do want to say thanks to everybody for rocking with us tonight. Really like doing these live streams. Love doing these paint night live streams. And it's just really awesome that you guys like these as well. I hope this is something that's kind of like soothing for you. You know, I don't know if it is or not, but I kind of hope that it is. All right, let's get that in there kind of sweet. Joe, why are you painting the painting sideways? Well, because it's easier to get the things. Katie, shout out to you. Thanks for being here. All righty. And that's part of the N right there. There's the N right there. That Jersey B, shout out to that Jersey B. You're everywhere. You're on the Twitch streams. You're in the Discord. That Jersey B holds it down for real. Have you guys got a chance to check out the Twitch streams yet? You haven't seen anything like it. The Twitch streams are totally different from these streams for sure. Because the Twitch streams, well, I don't really know what to say other than they're pretty crazy. Keep them Junies tight. Trying. I'm squeezing them as hard as I can right now. I don't think they can get any tighter. All right, so I know this is kind of a slow process right here, just getting these letters in here. Do apologize for that. Maybe I should start talking with one of those ASMR. Is that the right word, Cody? ASMR voices. I have to be honest with you. Joe has been listening to these like sleep remedy things. I don't know. It's crazy. Metro Boomer, shout out to you. Smoking a blunt and watching Joe P paint another masterpiece. Astro Chimp. Could someone donate a suggestion? Hey, Cody, what's the end of that comment?
Collab with Officer 401.
Oh, collab with Officer 401. Let me tell you about that whole situation. APS Army Singapore, shout out to you. You're awesome. Shout out to Cody, Dave, and Brokewing. Shout out to Singapore. I don't know if, you know, look, the whole Officer 401 thing, we had talked about it before, me and Officer 401 did. And I just don't honestly think it's going to happen. I got to be honest. I don't think it's going to happen. Nothing against that guy. I think he's a great dude. But, you know, he is a cop. I am a con, an ex-con, I guess. And, you know, I don't think he's able to really do a video with me. I just be honest with you. I don't know. Don't ask me. That's just my own take on the situation. We had talked about it. He told me he didn't know if he would be able to. I don't know. You know. I really don't know. I am trying to collaborate with Bob Ross, though. If anybody can find out where Bob Ross is these days, and I'll be honest, I know where he's at. I'm only kidding when I say this. But, yeah, you know, that would be something kind of cool. All right. So we're putting the old W in here. Joe, get out of the way. You're blocking the painting. I can't see. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Let me get a 1 in the comments if you would like to see these painting live streams where I was actually doing instructional painting and possibly you guys could be painting along with me. Like I could show you how to paint some pretty awesome things. Some things that you wouldn't even imagine. We could do some really cool things like that. Give me a 2 if you're just like, art is whack. Tell you right now though, art is definitely not whack. If you're into the arts, shout out to you because, you know, I'm always amazed by some of the work that I see. I see better work than I can create. It inspires me to want to try to do better myself. I do have my own specific style. It is this cartoon style. And when it comes to my painting with this cartoon style, I really do think that I show my ass with this. Or more technically speaking, I show my Junie cakes. I don't know if that's even the right way to put that. But I love to do these cartoon paintings, and I hope you guys like them as well. All right, let's get this other part of the W in here. And like so. Just like so. Don't you get all squiggly on me now. I need to keep you nice and tight like them Junies. All right, there you go. Get a little better there. Wing. It says a broke wing. You know what I'm thinking about doing? Damn. I'm thinking about making this like a striped jumpsuit. These letters here. What do you guys think about that? That'd be pretty dope. Granny Guerrero. Joe, I'm a 45-year-old grandma. And I'm always rocking with you. I'm your biggest fan, but I wonder if I'm your oldest fan. Shout out to you, Granny Guerrero. That's a pretty crazy username right there. And I don't know. You may just be. Maybe I'm the oldest fan of After Prison Show. Who knows? You know, I'm only 34, but I look like I'm probably about 60. I think the striped broke wing words, that might be kind of dope. I don't know. We'll have to see when we get to the end of this painting, though. Cody, how we looking over there, brother? I haven't heard from you.
Pretty good.
What is pretty good? All right. And let's get this E in here. Oh yeah, again, you know, Joe, I'm going to start talking with a ASMR voice. Maybe that would help everybody. So what we're doing right now is we're painting with the black paint. The black paint. And we're just putting... Tell me if that would make you fall asleep. Is that what you guys want? Do you want Joe to be ASMR After Prison Show? I don't think that would work out too well. All right. Let's get to the bottom of this E right here. Lorenzo, shout out to you. Long live Broke Wing. Shout out to the Broke Wing. Broke Wing was an awesome creature. An unfortunate, untimely death is what he suffered. Hopefully he's in Broke Wing heaven now. You know, I don't know if I ever got a chance to tell you guys this or not, but there also was a Broke Wing duck as well. Pretty much the same thing that happened to the seagull happened to this duck, where somebody threw something at this duck, messed his wing up. I can't remember exactly what happened to the duck. Like I don't remember how he died. I know he did die though. Austin Wilson, shout out to you. I don't think you've experienced life until you've seen a seagull that can't fly. That's got a wing that just sticks straight up in the air. It's the craziest thing in the world. You know, I used to always watch Broke Wing try to stretch that wing out, like, because it was messed up. So he would always try to like stretch it out just to see if he could fix it. And there was just no damn fixing that wing. It was crazy. A guy that I knew in prison also, I can't remember why he did this, but like Broke Wing, I don't remember why he did this. Like Broke Wing, maybe he was like somewhere like stuck or something. I don't really exactly remember why, but this guy I knew, he was a buddy of mine. he actually picked up Brokewing to move him. And when he picked him up, Brokewing threw up all over him. And he was like, oh my God, I just got thrown up on by a seagull. And I'm laughing as I'm hearing this, but, Brokewing was probably such a traumatized seagull from, I don't know, maybe he had a really rough life or something, but maybe that was like his only defense mechanism was to throw up. It's kind of a really messed up situation, actually. And my buddy, he didn't hurt the seagull. He wanted to move him because I think he was trying to put him in a better place than where he was. And we're just going along and still continuing with the black paint. Now we are putting in the bottom of the K. Give me a 1 in the comment section if you rock with the ASMR, or give me a 2 if you're like Joe, if you do not stop with that shit. If you don't know what ASMR means, I think it means like asked them out. I think it means like, what does it mean? It's some kind of soft-spoken stuff that like helps you relax. Something along those lines. I didn't know what it was really until the other day when I started listening to that every night before I would go to sleep. And the craziest damn thing about it is, let me tell you how this stuff goes. So the first thing that they do is they try to put you into this like hypnotic state. They're like, you're laying in your bed, and your feet are relaxed, and your legs, and your back, and your neck, and your head. And then they're like, and now you are going to forget about all other outside noises. You're not going to hear any of those at all. Just the sound of my voice. But if there's some sort of an emergency, shout out to Elizabeth, I see you right there. If there's some sort of an emergency, you will wake up immediately. Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I'm supposed to be getting hypnotized here, and the only thing I'm supposed to pay attention to is the sound of your voice, well then how in the hell am I going to be hypnotized, but I'm going to wake up when I hear an ambulance or a fire truck or a tornado coming? Max Shade, what's going on with you, brother? I'm still rocking them initials there. Shout out to old Max Shade. I wear that guy's name on my body now. Sup, Joe, APS Army for life. Can you say that the initials are APS Generals? Max Shade, Brian Vale, you guys are both motherfucking After Prison Show Generals. Shout out to the both of you. But I am trying to talk to you guys about this ASMR thing. I mean, you got to really let me know. But I know the comment section is about to be flooded with the fact that, Joe, you're rocking some guys' names on your body now. The hell are you doing? Hey, look, one thing about it, I'm probably the craziest guy you ever met in your life, okay? I'm like Jim Carrey mixed with Charlie Manson or some shit. Mixed with a little bit of Jerry Maguire. Who's coming with me? I don't know, that might have been a little off. But, look, Joe has no filter whatsoever. Wait till I do the next tattoo live stream. It's going to be called Tattoo Request on Joe. Or Joe's going to get Peach's name tattooed on him. You guys let me know which one you would rather see. A tattoo request on Joe or Joe getting Peaches tattooed on him. Let me know in the comment section which one you want to see. Hey, Connor was supposed to be coming over here tonight. We weren't going to do any tattoos tonight. We do have some tattoo stuff planned for tomorrow, I think. But he may show up at some point. So, shout out to Connor if he's checking this out. Connor, come on over, man. Shout out to Dave, too. Dave's sitting at the house right now. I know he's watching this stream. Happy belated birthday to Dave. Tomorrow I'm going to try to make you this prison birthday cake. I promise you, it does not involve any sort of Junie cakes whatsoever. Alright, so we're almost done with the Brokewing words on this. And then we will move on. APS Army, I see you. Shout out to you. What you guys thinking of the painting so far? Do the words really, well, let me just say that the words, once they're completed, it's gonna look really awesome. I gotta keep hyping myself up for that. It's gonna be a good painting, Joe. It's gonna be a good painting. By the time it's all said and done, it's gonna be a good painting. Hey, I got $25 and a 4-piece McNugget. Can we work something out? 4-piece McNugget. Who the hell would have ever thought? I guess, Joe, you got the wrong game. You need to be sitting in a McDonald's somewhere, you know, with an American Express black card saying, hey, girl, I'll get you whatever you want off the dollar menu. Whatever you want. What you want? You want a McGriddle? You want you, what are those things called? A McFlurry? Do they still have those? Those things are awesome. What's better, a McFlurry or a Dairy Queen Blizzard? Well, I guess it's obviously going to be a Blizzard, but those McFlurries ain't no joke. They're nothing to be taken lightly neither now. Telling you guys, I do appreciate everyone for rocking with us tonight. Thank you for showing these streams as much love as you do. You know, we enjoy doing this. I most certainly enjoy doing this. I love to be able to paint for you guys. And again, if you haven't ever seen one of these painting streams before, look, I said this, I think in the last painting stream. When I first started painting, to paint in front of people, that's kind of a nerve-wracking thing. But I had to learn how to paint in front of people in a prison. I had to come home and learn how to paint in front of people doing paint nights. And now I'm having to paint in front of thousands of people, maybe thousands, I don't even know. But you get used to it, you know, and it's an awesome thing to be able to show you guys things that I can create. Annabella Bobcats, last couple of bucks I could throw in before I got college in the morning. Just stay awesome, Joe, and for the love of God, don't spend it on any strippers. I promise I won't. I can't wink, so I mean, turning to the side should be a good enough indication that I'm definitely not. I've been to the strip club one time since I've been home from prison. I just went a couple of weeks ago. It was a horrible experience. I had the 2 strippers in there. They were all over me. Horrible experience. Shahad69, shout out to you. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Broke wing. You got a broke wing. All right. One last letter, and then it's time to hook this thing up. Steve! What's happening with you, Steve? Hey, again, you guys make sure you check out After Prison Show on Twitch TV. Twitch TV / After Prison Show. Cody, can we get that in the comment section? Mm-hmm. Cody's going to put that in the comment section. I want you guys to subscribe to that as well. We're doing cool things over there, too. We will be doing, I don't know what we're doing. Actually, I'm going to tell you, I got pissed off on that thing last night. And if you rocked with me last night, you probably saw I bailed. And I was mad. I was mad because we're live streaming some gameplay up there. And, you know, I got the computer up so I'm able to see the live stream. And I keep noticing that they got ads playing on this live stream. But I don't know where those ads are going because I don't even have a freaking, you know, I'm not partnered or anything with Twitch. I can't be partnered with Twitch. Nick Sam, shout out to you. You know, there's a stipulation in my contract that says I can't do anything with them like that. So it's kind of a crazy situation. But again, come rock with us on Twitch too. I stream up there sometimes early in the morning. Like I'll just get up, I'll start playing the game. And it's a good little time, you know. I enjoy being able to kick it with you guys like first thing in the morning, talk about what videos we got for the day, what the live streams are. Penis balls. I can't wait for that video on South Park Mexicans. I got you. Cody wrote it down, okay? We're not going to forget. Is it South Park Mexican or South Park Mexicans? Is it one guy? Is it multiple guys? That sounded so dirty. Is it one guy? Is it multiple guys? It sounded like a question I asked my girlfriend one time. Is it one guy or is it multiple guys? It was multiple guys, unfortunately. Shout out to all Joe's ex-girlfriends who turned out to be no damn good. Not all of them were no good, but just shout out to the ones who did turn out to be no good. And we are just about done with this first coat of paint on these letters. And then it's time to go in and we're going to put the bandana on Brokewing. We're going to put the jumper on Joe. We're going to do the second coat of paint on the background. And then we're going to tighten up the whole damn painting. All right. There is Brokewing. Now, Brokewing has a bandana on, and that bandana is Swoop for life. Brokewing, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to join this gang, but turns out you did. I told you not to join a gang, Brokewing, and you just went ahead and did it anyways. And you know what happened to you after that? Things didn't turn out too well for you, Brokewing. Had you just listened to me and not join about the trip and not join that gang. Oh, Brokewing, I can't believe you did this. I'm disappointed in you. Thought you were better than that. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to the whoop, whoop. That's another little call sign. Boy, that red really makes this thing pop off. Good call on the color, though. I'm not really a big fan of the of what it represents, but good call on the color. All right, Joe, we got to put your mouth in there. Hey, Joe, can I get that mouthpiece? What? The fuck? The fuck did you just say? Yeah, Joe, we got to get that mouthpiece right there. We're going to make that a little redder, though. And this is only the first coat of paint, so it'll be all right. Oh, that's a nice pink mouth you got there, Joe. Joe, how you get a mouth so pink? Can you also make a video on death penalty and also say penis and balls bouncing on the floor while doing the clap? I can't. I can't. Okay? I'm not a stripper, all right? But I will do a video on the death penalty. I'll include that with the South Park Mexican guy. Hey, shout out to Joe. You're looking like a cartoon, Joe. Joe, what's going on with you? You're looking more like a cartoon every day. All right. Let's go ahead and put those big old eyeballs in there. And then we're going to do your jumper. And then we're going to do the second coat of paint on this entire painting. Hey, give a big old round of applause to old Cody, too, for holding everything down. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying, Cody keeps timing me out. Fire Cody. But Cody holds everything down for After Prison Show with these live streams. So a major salute to Cody. Because without him, Joe would be absolutely lost in this shit. Put a little coat of paint on them eyeballs right there. Now I gotta paint my teeth in here too. Should I paint my teeth white or should I paint my teeth the color that my teeth really are, which is more like the background of this painting? You guys let me know. White or yellow? I'm gonna hold off on that until I hear all those yellow comments. Okay, let's go ahead and get a bigger brush. We'll put the jumper on Joe. And then we will move on. Anonymous, shout out to you. All right, let's get the jumper on Joe, but the lines are going away. Joe, how are you going to get the lines back? Well, the lines are just like training wheels. We don't really need the lines. They're just there. Wow, it's a lot of... Hello, what did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? Hey, matey. Aye, matey. That wasn't very funny. I want to hear some funny jokes. Anybody got any funny stuff? Are there any comedians in the house? I'm a comedian. I don't know any jokes though. The only jokes I know are just the stories I tell that, well, damn, they sound funny. How's it looking, Cody? Huh?
Like, sound like equals. The white and yellow.
Oh, for the teeth? Yellow, yellow, yellow. Porgy of the Pond, did you ever make anything with Cali Muscle, hypey food in prison? Did you ever make anything like? I don't know. Who is that? No, I mean, I know who that guy is. I haven't seen his videos, though. But I don't know. I can't honestly answer that. I'm sure maybe I did. We did make, like, I know that guy's a huge bodybuilder dude. Shout out to him, too, because he's doing awesome things after prison as well. But, a lot of guys made protein shakes and things like that, protein-filled meals. But, yeah, that's about as much as I can tell you on that topic. All right, Joe, you got your little jumper in there. It's looking kind of gray or something. Butt naked. Yes, Joe, great idea. Make a video on SPM, my favorite rapper. Listen to Jackers in my home. That's the second time I've heard somebody tell me to listen to Jackers in my home. I got to check that out. What if it becomes my favorite song? That would be not a good thing. Because there's some people in the comment section who say this guy is not good also. Okay, so Joe, your teeth, I guess they're just going to be yellow. Should I make them totally yellow, like I got some gold teeth? I don't know. But I got to start with white paint first. So we start with the white. Hello, shout out to you. Now we're going to come in with that yellow, because Joe's teeth are like Joe's never been to the dentist. And to be honest with you, I can't even remember the last time I have been to the dentist. I know the last time I did go to the dentist was in prison. Oh my God, Joe. What is wrong with that grill? Those are some yellows. Boy, you need to go get a cleaning from the dentist. Buddy, what's going on? Which I had a good friend named Buddy who's locked back up, unfortunately. All right, I got something going on down here. I got to fix that. What's that got to be? It's got to be. I'll put some white paint on that until I figure out exactly what I'm doing there. Make it a little gray, actually. M. Resi, there's my dude right there. Shout out to M. Resi who did cop the painting off of eBay. What's up, Joe and Cody? Just walked in the door from work. Glad I caught the stream. And shout out to the whole APS Army. Shout out to you as well, M. Resi. Painting will be on the way to you tomorrow. Thank you again for all the love and support, brother. All right, let's just go ahead and throw that gray in there. And then we'll come back and we'll worry about that later. So we've got paint on the entire painting. Now it's time to dry this sucker off and go for round number 2. So we really need this thing to dry. Joe, we're going to try to put this thing on the speed dryer like so. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining the stream. If you're just joining us, go ahead and smash that like button like you're smashing a bug. Joe, you got to do better than that. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. Smash that like button like you're smashing that person that you've always wanted to smash. Like you're smashing your worst enemy. I've got a worst enemy. I really do. And guess what? He comes home from prison next month. He's probably going to kill me. It's kind of crazy just to think about it. Joe's got some things that need to get addressed. And you want to know the crazy thing about it is it's all behind, what do you know, one of these ratchet-ass ex-girlfriends of mine. All right. Now it's time to put on the second coat of paint for the background. That way, actually, I got to wait just a little bit. I do. I need to let them letters dry just a little bit. That way I can go through and put the background paint on there and we can rock and roll. What do you guys think of it so far? Hope you like it. This is only round number 1. Round 2 is going to go by a little bit better and a little bit faster maybe. I don't know. But then I need to know what we're going to do with this painting when it's done. Give me a 1 in the comment sections if you like this. And give me a 2 in the comment section if you don't. And also let me know what we should do with this painting. Smash that like button like you're smashing peaches. That's a good one. That's a real good one. What we got right here? Whammy G. You're the best. If you could please shout out my YouTube, it would mean a lot, bro. Whammy G on YouTube. Check him out. Shout out to the sponsor of the live stream tonight, water. Joe's no longer drinking. Somebody actually commented on the video earlier and says, Jesus, Joe, you look like you've been in the bar all night. What the fuck? I mean, I don't even know how to respond to that because I haven't been. And that's what I said. I said, well, I haven't been. So I don't know what else to say to you. I see a lot of 1s. I see a lot of 2s. I see a lot of 1s and 2s. Shout out to everybody. 222, get it finished. Okay. We're working on it, though. We are working on it. But the problem is, paint does need to dry. All of this up here is dry. It's just there may be a little bit of stuff down here. Actually, it looks like it's pretty good to go. All right, so we're going to go ahead. That may be a little wet still. We'll work it out, though. Lucky 13, shout out to you. All right, we're going to go ahead and work it out. Work it out. Round number 2. Now, this round is going to be a little different. Joe, you got to clean out your brushes when you get done with them. I know. I got paint all over my fingers, though. Oh, broke wing. Damn it, broke wing. Why did you have to go and be broken? All right, let's go ahead and do some more with our background color. What we going to do? Well, we're going to start with a little bit of bright. Bright. Why's it got to be the bright, Joe? It just does. It's going to make it pop a lot more. But the bright, though? Yep, it's got to be the bright. Next, let's go ahead. Oh, Joe, you need another plate because this plate's not going to work. All right. Go ahead and mix a whole bunch of paint right here. Now, let's start to blend all this in. Joe, you paint like you're Bob Ross. Do you think you're any kin to him? I don't know. Maybe. Now we got to go between 2 different brushes to make this shit really work. Director James Comley. Who is that? Is that a real person? What did Director James Comley direct? Sure, he directed something boss. So with this yellow background, this is really going to make this whole painting just pop off the canvas. With these neutral colors that we got with the rest of it, it's going to be freaking dope. Oh yeah. Looking good already. Damn, I missed that. Sorry about that. Lou, the Migos love you, man, but really, how far back is your Latin heritage? Also, you should make your new saying, smash that like button like you're smashing some Junies. Shout out to you. As far as my Hispanic heritage, it's only my grandfather. That's all I know. My grandfather, who turned out to be my step-grandfather. Long story there. But he was the Hispanic one. That's where I inherited the last name Guerrero. And that's really all I know about that situation. Sorry if that was a disappointment. Love you, APS. You're a pretty cool guy, Joe. Keep it up. Your painting looks good, by the way. Shout out to you. It really means a lot. Thank you for your support. I like the paint, you know. I like the paint and I like cats. What is that? Is that a bad thing? That probably is not a good thing. You like to paint and you like cats. I don't know. Sorry. Flamethrower, what's the dumbest thing that you got in a fight for in prison? That thing when you realized later that was so dumb. Oh boy. Well, let me go ahead and tell you this. And this is kind of embarrassing actually. But I actually got in a fight. And this is going to sound just as bad. I actually got in a fight behind Tom Brady. All right? I got in a fist fight behind Tom Brady. Number 12, New England Patriots. In 2007, we were going undefeated. We were playing the Ravens. It was 4th and 10. We missed it. They called a timeout. We got the ball again. Hold on. Alexandra, Joe, your content has improved so much. Keep up the good work. P.S. You saw my digital art on your Twitter. Thank you, man. Shout out to you, Alexandra. Sorry about that. But yeah, I got in a fight behind Tom Brady, behind the New England Patriots, my football team. This guy was talking shit during this game, and I was taking major offense to that because my entire family is from Massachusetts. I consider this football team like family to me. I don't know why. They don't care nothing about me at all, you know. It's just a damn football team. And I went and fought this guy. I didn't win. I didn't lose. But we were beating the shit out of each other for a good little 2 minutes in this little bunk area before people came over and were like, "You're fighting over a football game." And I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker. Telling you, don't talk about Tom Brady like that." That is by far the dumbest shit I ever fought over. I won't do it again, though. You can talk shit about Tom Brady all day long, and, you know, I learned from that experience. Why did I do that? You know, I don't know. Do I regret doing that? Hell yeah. I could have gotten in a lot of trouble for it. I didn't get in trouble for it. Nobody told on us. We didn't get caught. Stupid, stupid shit that you do. All right, so now I'm getting some paint off of this brush so I can go in here and get in between the small stuff. Making sure this brush is clean first would be a good thing. Before I go and add something that don't belong. All right. Yeah, we're cleaning up around these edges. You guys notice Joe put the old yellow teeth on himself? Joe don't care. You can say anything you want about me. Sometimes I just laugh at myself. I think that's how you have to live life, though. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. In fact, that's what kind of helps me get through a lot of crazy shit. Just being able to sit back and at some point just saying, you know what, Joe, you're an idiot. And as long as you can say that, I think that really helps out in life sometimes. You don't have to do that all the time, like beat yourself up. But sometimes it is helpful. It's almost therapeutic. Callum Davies, shout out to you. Thanks for being with us again tonight. You guys let me know if the paint is looking better with this second coat of paint on this background. This is where I'm going through and tightening up around all of the edges. I think it looks good. Now, I know I'm getting into the hair a little bit, but that's okay. The hair is one of the things I ain't got to worry about it too much. All right. But as far as around everything else, I really am trying to be very technical, not getting up into the painting that much. Especially down here around these letters. That's going to be another spot I got to concentrate on. Just a little bit, though, I mean. All right. How you doing over there, Cody? Cheeseburger, what's the most corrupt thing you ever saw in prison? Something between a guard and inmates or the whole system in general? I mean, You get a lot of favoritism in prison, that's for damn sure. You get a lot of guards that will act one way towards certain prisoners and will act another way toward others. So there's some corruption on that for sure. And that can definitely be a dangerous thing because, you know, if these are the type of prisoners who are in there causing trouble and they're going to have, you know, the guards are going to take their side in the situation, even if they're wrong. So you'll get these guards who will be cool with certain prisoners but aren't cool with others. And this goes a lot with the snitches in prison. So there's a lot of corruption, especially with these prisoners who work with the guards. I think that's one of the biggest things you'll see corruption in prison pertaining to. Kellyon V. Hey, Joe, it's very important to be able to laugh at yourself. Just don't rely on it as the only way to laugh. You may have some things. Can I get that one more time so I can read the rest of that? Lucky 13, shout out to you again, too. You getting that up there?
Yeah, it's coming on the next one.
All right. Let me know what's up there. All right, what's the rest of this say? You may have some things wrong with you, but we all do. Be proud of what you have, man. Shout out to you, man. Sorry I missed the rest of that comment. Had Cody bring that back. Yeah, that's a good way to be, though, you know? Look, people get embarrassed. And I used to get embarrassed a lot myself. I used to be embarrassed by a lot of shit. Like, I was easily embarrassed. Like, I didn't like people who made fun of me. I didn't like none of that shit. But when you're able to laugh at yourself, I think that's one of the best defense mechanisms toward dealing with anxiety, dealing with depression. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't work for me all the time. Peaches likes a painting. Peaches is so happy that you're on a better track. See you at the picnic. Mwah. Shout out to you, Peaches. I know where you're at now. I know what prison you're in. It's unfortunate that you're still in prison or that you went back to prison. I'm not honestly sure. I don't remember you going home before me, so maybe you still had time to serve. You must have been a badass if you were still doing time. All right, we're going through. We're going to put the tightening up of this background color around these letters. I'm really trying to be careful around these letters. I have gotten into them just a little bit with this yellow, but that's okay. Joe will fix it. How's everything looking? Everything's looking good around there. All right. You guys let me know what you want us to do with this painting. Should we auction it off? What should we do with it? You tell me. All right, so I'm getting paint off of this brush, and I'm going to use this paint to go around these letters. All right, and right in here as well. Probably should use a smaller brush. I am getting paint inside my letters again, but that's okay. I'm going to use a smaller brush, though. Yeah, it is okay because once I put that second coat of paint on them letters, all of that's going to be not there anymore. Auction it off. I like that idea. We do have an eBay account now. That took forever to set up. Who the hell would have known an eBay account takes so damn long to set up?
Yeah, we're going to be getting an art store set up too.
Oh, we are going to be getting an art store set up, Cody's telling me. So, you know, Joe's going to be doing a lot more artwork. I'm back full swing on the artwork. So, if we set up a store, you guys will be able to come cop some paintings if you want. What we got right here? T-Moth, something like that. Shout out to you. And this painting is just coming right along. Now again, I know you see me getting some paint inside of these letters, but again, don't worry about that. We've got the first coat of paint on the letters. With the second coat, that's going to tighten them up. Joe's going to be doing some funky little things to these letters. Going to make them look real nice. Going to make them pop off the canvas. Peaches, shout out to you. So once we finish putting this background color in here, this is the second coat for the background. Once we finish this, we're going to go in, we're going to start tightening up everything else. Bro Salino, love the videos, man. Sorry, I missed that. Shout out to you. Thank you for the support. Penis balls bouncing off the floor, guy. Again, what are the different color prison uniforms? Orange is for killer, blue for drug dealers, etc. No. At certain institutions, you do have, at certain places, you do have certain colors for certain things. It just depends. Every facility is different. They got different colors for different things. Sometimes blue could mean medical. Sometimes red could mean isolation, solitary confinement. There's so many different damn colors I've seen, though. I've been at prisons where out on the rec yard, it just looks like a pack of Skittles out there because you've got 5 or 6 different colored uniforms out there. Wham Whams. Shout out to the Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams. You know, we got a jail here locally, and they've got them, across probably around the world as well. But they actually make guys wear pink jumpsuits in the jail. Can you imagine that? And they actually paint the walls in the jail pink too. And what this is supposed to do, I don't know if this actually works or not, but pink is supposed to be like this neutral color that's supposed to keep tensions at a low. Do you believe that? Do you believe if you were surrounded in a room that was completely pink, do you think that would be enough to make you not want to fight? I don't believe in that logic at all. And we're just about through the letters. So once we finish the letters, we'll go to Broke Wing, then we'll go to Joe, and then we'll come down to the letters and finish them up. You know, it's crazy because when we were preparing for this stream this evening, I was drawing up a totally different picture. I had this other prisoner guy, this other cartoon prisoner guy that I was going to do. And I mean, I drew him up and he looked kind of cool, I guess. And then I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute. Everybody was saying they wanted a Broke Wing painting. So I completely balled that picture up and I said, look, let's go with a Broke Wing. And then I drew this one up instead. Cody, how long did it take me to draw this?
Probably 30 minutes.
Cody said it took about 30 minutes to draw this. Yeah, I go for that. And I know we talked about this in one of the last painting live streams that we did. But again, what I really want to get to is where you guys actually vote on what you want me to draw, what you want me to paint. Or maybe I just do live streams where I'm just drawing cartoons. You guys give me the ideas for the cartoons. I'll whip up the cartoons right there on the live stream. I think that could be something kind of cool too. You guys let me know what you think of those ideas. Okay, so we've got the letters in there. Got a few little spots. One more. Okay, the background is in there. We're going to let this dry for like 2 seconds. And then we're going on to Broke Wing. We're going to start doing the final coat of paint on Broke Wing on myself. We're going to be doing some blending with the paint. And this is where everything's going to start popping off the canvas. Viva Raza, who was the most intimidating inmate that you ever saw while locked up? The guy that legit made your Junie shake. I've seen plenty of intimidating guys. One guy in particular that I remember, just very loud, obnoxious, big guy. Nobody ever really made my fucking Junie shake, though. You know, people can act big and bad and tough, but you're in prison, so you can't really be scared of anything, because prison is all about fucking survival. No matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, you better just know that you're going to do what it takes to survive. And that means if you got to fucking fight, and no matter who it is, you're going to do that shit. Win or lose, more than likely lose. You can't let nobody in there be like, come across to you as intimidating or big. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I saw plenty of guys in there that I didn't want problems with, but I could never show them that type of shit. All right. Joe needs a water break. By the way, Joe gave up on the vape. The vape was killing me. I literally was legit losing my voice because of that vape. Water. H2O. The sponsor of tonight's After Prison Show, Paint the Town Red Stream. Hey, let me ask you a question real quick, too, by the way, just while I got you guys here. What did you think of the gameplay stream? I know I've mentioned the Twitch thing, but give me a 1 in the comment sections if you rock with the gameplay stream. Give me a 2 if you don't rock with it. Just for thinking out loud and for future reference, I kind of know. 1 if you rock with the gameplay, 2 if you don't. Shout out to Noah, I see you right there, brother. Joe's going to go ahead and try to air dry off this canvas. Why don't you just breathe on it, Joe, with your hot breath? No. I see 1 1. I see 2 1s. I see 1 2. I see 2 1s. I see 1 1. I see 2 2s. I see a 3. What the hell does a 3 mean? I see a 2 0. I see a 2. I see more 1s than anything. I see a 1.5. Let me see a 5. Do I see any 5s? Do we got a 5? It's like an auction house. Shout out to the 1s in the house. Shout out to the 2s in the house. Shout out to the 69s in the house. All right. Are you about dry? Can I go ahead and do what I need to do? Joe's going to move on now. Yoshimitsu, shout out to you, Joe. You the man. That is all. Shout out to you. That really means a lot. All right, Joe, it's time to move on to old Broken Wing here. We're going to go ahead and start getting him in there a little better than what he is. How's this paint looking, Joe? You may need some more paint. Seeing some 420s in the comments. Got some white. Gonna need some black. Andy V, shout out to you. Thanks for being here, brother. Alright. Broke wing. Wing is broken. Broke wing. I gotta talk to the bird before I start to paint the bird. You have to become one with the painting. So, Broke Wing, if that is your real name. Alright, we're putting our second coat of paint on old Broke Wing here. I'm using a real small brush because shit's going to get a little technical for us. Say what?
Someone suggested that you go on this podcast and they contacted you a while ago.
I can't hear you, Coda.
Podcast?
Podcast?
One of the podcasts that they commented on when we were doing a tattoo the other day.
What about it?
They actually contacted you already.
Oh, somebody from a podcast?
One of the biggest podcasts.
What's the podcast called?
Painkiller.
Painkiller. Shout out to Painkiller. Alright, so we got a little bit of paint going on right there. Now we're going to come in with some paint this way. Going two-toned on the Broke Wing. This is where it's going to start to look good, I hope. Alright, so... So we're putting on our second coat of paint on Broke Wing here. And we're going to blend this in just a second. This is going to really start to solidify. Solidify? What the hell does that mean? What this painting is looking like. Alright, let's get some more white in here so we can really get that looking better. Alright, bring that white down. Bring that white in there. Who in Sharifian, sorry about that. Keep on hustling. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. Okay. So you can see I got a little two-tone gray action going on right here. Now we are going to have to let this set up just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is, while I wait, I'm going to blend this in with a dry brush. This is called dry brushing. It's a little blending technique. So I'm just dry brushing this in. And that's about all I'm going to do on that wing right there. Once that dries a little bit more, I'm going to throw some more lights in there. It's going to look shit hot. Watch what I tell you. All right. With that, let's go ahead and hit this other wing. Let's start a little darker up here, though. Really want this dark. All right. Now we got some little gray action going on here. We're going to bring some light coming from the other way, which is going to be straight white. That wing came out a little better with the light action, what I was trying to do. But I'll do the same thing with the other wing once I get a chance to let that set up just a little bit. Let's start with the back end of the bird. Joe, you paint seagulls pretty good, I know. I was surrounded by them for years. I should have became a landscape, what do you call it, a wildlife artist. Probably would have done pretty well with that. Except they would have all looked like cartoons. What do you guys think of the broke wing? Is he looking all right? Is he looking a little sickly? All right, that's about all I'm going to do with you right there, broke wing. Let me go ahead and get the rest of you in here. So, we're going to make you kind of dark right here. And we're going to make you, well, we're not going to do that. Now we're going to get this light color paint on you. And then we'll blend all that together. And that's going to look just good. So you can see we took that dark paint that we had there. We brought some light paint into it. And now we got us a seagull. Now we got us a broken wing frickin' seagull here. Or at least the start of one. All right. Now real quick, Let me go back and hit this broken wing, because that's probably dry enough now to where I can bring that white into that wing a little better. What's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? What time is it? What did we have for dinner? The questions that never cease to have answers to them. Okay, now we're cooking with some Crisco here. See, these lights are really going to make this thing pop off the canvas, especially with these wings. And so you can see I'm just feathering in that light right there. I'm going to blend that in better on that other wing. And Rezi, do you do any other types of painting like landscape or portraits, self-portraits? If so, it might be a good idea for a video. I I can do some really nice landscapes. Portraits, my portrait game is not the strongest. I can do some decent work though. I may do a portrait painting in an upcoming video. I haven't done one in a while. I do need to brush up on my tips or my techniques a little bit. But I may do one. I'll show you guys what I can do. So we're just blending this in. Blending, blending, blending. Cartooning is really my specialty though. I love cartoon painting. That's my shit. Peach's Gorilla Junie Cakes, my goodness. Who was the weirdest cellmate that you ever had? So weird, you possibly requested to be moved. Well, I guess the weirdest one definitely had to be the 300-pound big black gay dude. Because I had never been in a cell before with a gay person. But I never requested to be moved. I mean, he was actually all right. It was crazy at first, though. It was definitely not something that I was ever familiar with or comfortable with at all. But after I realized that I wasn't his cup of tea, well, I was okay. I just said, hey, look, if you're going to do anything, please, God, don't let me be around. So we've got this black beak on this pigeon here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through with some white or some gray. And I'll make the tip of this beak light. Just like so. Now, we'll blend that in. Put the eyes in this bird. Arizona's finest, shout out to you. Thanks for being with us again tonight. All right, I'm going to let that dry up. I'm going to go ahead and hit that bandana one more time. And then I'm going to move on. I'll come back and I'll do just a little bit more fine detail work on that bird, but it's really just about done. Old bandana tied. Get a little more red. Smaller brush here. Broke wing is starting to be a real broke wing. Alright. Bandana's good. Do one thing real quick that I forgot to do. I forgot to put your legs in there. Alright, broke wing. Got some legs on you. Give me a small brush. Blend that in. And then we'll move on. Old broke wing. All right, now once I get, so I'm going to go into this guy now. I'm going to go into the cartoon version of Joe. I'm going to let this dry up. When I come back through, I'll be hardlining everything. I'll be putting all the lines in broke wing, and he will be done. So broke wing's looking real good right there. Now it's time to get Joe looking right too. Then the final thing after Joe will be the letters, and then we'll be done. El Diablo, what was the first initial reaction, and how did you feel as the judge was sentencing you to 7 years in prison? Relief. To be honest with you, I thought I was going to get a lot more time. But then after that is when it really sank in. You know, I was taken back to the jail, and it really sunk in that I wasn't going to see the free world again for almost a decade. It was definitely something that took quite a bit of getting used to. You know, I went to trial. I didn't take a plea bargain because they didn't even come at me with a plea bargain. I didn't testify. I didn't give them anything that they wanted. So they didn't give me shit. They said, look, I remember my lawyer said to me, she said, look, on the day of your trial, I'm going to come see you. I'm going to let you know what the deal is, and I'll let you know if it's a good deal or if it's a bad deal. I was like, okay. So on the day of my trial, she came and saw me, and she said, look, I just got to let you know, it's a fucked up deal. They don't have a deal for you. She said, I even went at them with a straight 10 years, and they shot that down. And she said, what do you want to do? If you plead guilty, they'll go ahead and drop one of your felonies, which was like conspiracy. They'll drop one misdemeanor. And I said to her, I said, well, who's in the courtroom right now? She said, what? I said, who is in the courtroom right now? Is my ex-girlfriend in the courtroom, the girl who was supposed to testify against me? And she said, yeah, she's in there. I said, well, fuck it then. We're going to trial. And she said, what are you talking about, Joe? You're facing like 50 years. She was like, that's called pride. You're letting your pride get the best of you. I said, yeah. I said, well, what the fuck else do I have besides pride? And that's why I went to trial, and I lost all the way around the board. They found me guilty of everything. And when I went to my sentencing, I had gotten my GED in the jail. I was doing cartoons. I was getting cartoons published in like newspapers and newsletters at this time. So I was bringing all of this stuff in to my trial. To my sentencing, to try to show the judge, hey, look, you know, I'm trying to do good things for myself. Hypnotic Bastard, shout out to, or hyperactive Bastard, shout out to you. Thank you very much. But I bring all of this stuff in here with me when I go to my sentencing. I brought my GED in there. I brought the cartoons, a bunch of rejection letters from different periodicals that I was trying to get published in. And then I had wrote like a 2-page inauguration speech, basically saying, hey, look, I made mistakes. No matter how much time you sentence me, it's not going to take away from the damage that I've already done to myself and to my family. I went to my sentencing, and the craziest damn shit happened, right? The judge, first of all, I was the last person to go into the courtroom. I was the only white guy going in the courtroom too. Now, the only reason this is important is because I'm sitting here with a bunch of black dudes in the little holding tank, and they're telling me, they're like, hey man, I think your people are waiting out there for you. And now I haven't spoke to my family in over 2 years at this point. And I'm telling these guys in the bullpen, which is what it's called, the bullpen, I'm like, there's nobody out here who's waiting for me. Nobody. So when I go into the courtroom, of course, I see the white people who are sitting in there. It's like a family. I don't know who they are. They don't know who I am. They're in the wrong damn courtroom is what happened. I'm the last person coming in. Well, they've been in the wrong courtroom all day. They don't even realize I'm the last person, though. So they're still sitting there as I sit down after I've looked at them and they've looked at me, and they've got this whole thing mixed up. So the Commonwealth goes through, the prosecutor basically reads off everything. He's like, look, this guy got caught with these drugs. He got caught with this gun. We found him guilty on everything. The Commonwealth is what it's referred to as, but that's the prosecutor. They have to make a recommendation. So they make the recommendation and they say, hey, look, you know, this guy really got caught with a small amount of drugs, and these charges are kind of big in comparison to what he had. Plus, the gun belonged to somebody else. It wasn't a stolen gun. He's a nonviolent offender. So when the Commonwealth is reading off everything, they finally say, you know, I'm listening to everything they're saying. He finally says they made a recommendation of 7.5 years. It was like a shit ton of time suspended, but I would serve 7.5 years. So I'm blown away by the fact that the Commonwealth is only recommending these 7.5 years. And when the Commonwealth gets done, the judge finally says, Mr. Guerrero, he says, you know, I feel like you got in over your head. He says, I feel like you made some bad choices, and now you're going to have to spend quite a bit of time in prison. And he said, but I want you to do me one favor. He said, I want you to turn around and I want you to look at those people in the courtroom. And I said, Your Honor, please allow me to say this. I don't know who these people are in this courtroom. They're not here for me. All I want to say is I made some bad mistakes. I said, and this time that you're going to sentence me to, I know it's going to be a long time. I said, but I want you to know that no matter how much time you sentence me to, it doesn't take away what I've already done to myself and what I've already put my family through. And you know, I mean, I got to admit to you, I was crying telling the judge this because I knew I was gone. I was gone for almost a decade. This is the day when I'm going to be sentenced to damn near 10 years in prison. That's a long fucking time. And lo and behold, when it was all said and done, he did sentence me to the 7.5 years. And yeah, it was a really, really crazy fucking situation. And that's the story of my life. Crazy. Joe, you're getting more pink by the minute. What have you done to yourself? Yeah, I know. Fuck it. Joe's been at the suntan. Joe's been at the beach. Who knows? I'm almost about to shed a tear talking about this shit. So we're going ahead and we're putting the second coat of paint on our cartoon Joe here. Joe, you are pink as fuck. What happened, Joe? Who did this to you? Tell me who did it. I'm going to go get him. Thank God you're a cartoon. All right. Now, what I want to do is... That's what happens when you put too much red in a skin tone. Red is a killer of all skin tones. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to deafen this up a little bit. I don't even think I can, though. You know what? I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm going to go ahead and just put my shadows in here, and then we will move on. It doesn't look bad. It's just he's a little pinkish. He got a sunburn, okay? It was a sunburn. Let's just say he went on a picnic while he was in prison. I think my neighbors are home. I think they're actually pissed off, too. I can hear them. Can you hear them, Cody? Yeah, I heard them. They're like, God damn, will they shut the fuck up over it? I'm telling you, I'm going to fight my neighbors on this stream one night. Joe, you got doo-doo all over your cartoon guy. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. So, we got that going, and now we're going to start the... Oh, that's too wet. Give me a dry brush. He'll be all right. Cody's Judy Cakes, how does it feel to be free after all these years? Has it sunk in? Oh, yeah, it's definitely sunk in. I've been out here for almost a year and a half now. So I'm going to do this interview with a guy who's been home for 2 years. I've been home for a year and a half. He's been home for 2 years. And since coming home, he has he started a restaurant. He's written some books. This guy's really got his shit together out here. And I'll be interviewing him on Thursday, so be looking for that video coming real soon as well. You know, one thing about it, yeah, we're doing a lot more live streams. Yeah, you know, I don't know what to say. People, you can't please everybody. I'm going to continue the same content that everybody loves and enjoys, but of course there will be some changes. Change is imminent. Change comes along with anything. Some people like it. Some people respect it. Others, they don't. All right, so we're putting some shade in my dude here. I'm going to use a smaller brush to do this too. There we go. Now I can work a little better. So we're getting some little shading going on. What are you guys thinking of the painting so far? Let me know. Give me a 1 in the comments if it's alright. Give me a 2 if it's not alright. Would you guys like... Oh, shit, that's still wet. Don't get the wet paint everywhere, Joe. Don't get the wet paint everywhere. Ned Lon, something like that. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Hey, man, been watching your vids for a while. Keep up the good work and enjoy. I enjoy coming home and seeing the new stuff. I think that's what they said. I apologize. I missed the rest. Thank you very much for the support, though.
Watching your videos every day.
Thank you. Thank you. X-Data, remember, shout out to you. Ever came across people who are nerds in prison that try to play paper pen games like D&D? I'll tell you something. That's I've been to places where that stuff is serious. And these guys who play Dungeons and Dragons, there's like whole gangs of dudes. Now, not like legit gangs. Maybe there are. I don't know. But there are guys that really do play that stuff, and they will fucking fight and stab you behind that game. It's pretty damn crazy. I never got into it. I didn't understand any of it. It's like it's like an RPG without a game console, basically. So we're just going through adding a little bit of shading to our dude right here. Just trying to make him pop a little bit more. We'll move on. We'll do some black hard lines on this painting as well. And this thing is going to be pretty dope. All right. Joe, we got to put your hair in there too, bro. Yeah, we should probably do that. All right, let's go ahead and finish up the little shading around your arms. I gotta let that dry. Joe, you gotta let it dry. You're gonna fuck it all up if you don't. Alright, before I do this part, I gotta let that dry. I'm pulling paint off the canvas. While I wait, I'll go ahead and put the hair on my dude. See, one thing about doing acrylic painting, once you've done your base coat, you always got to let the painting dry. Sometimes you can get away with doing it while it's still a little bit wet, but if you try to go back into something, you do run the risk of pulling paint off the canvas like I did right there. It's no big deal. I'll be able to cover that up once it's all said and done. Are they playing music next door?
Sounds like it.
Oh, they're pissed. They're pissed. Don't worry, we're streaming for 48 hours. Hey, shout out to everybody rocking with us for the 48-hour long stream. Shout out to my neighbors as well. Cody's Junior Cake. How depressing is it to be in the hole? What's the weirdest thing about being there? It's pretty depressing. It's only as depressing as you allow it to be. The problem is sometimes you're not even gonna have any control over that. You're gonna be getting depressed back there. And the weirdest thing about being back there is when your mind starts to play tricks on you, or when other people's minds start to play tricks on them and you have to like listen to that through the walls, guys talking to themselves, guys screaming at themselves. It gets weird back there. Sekarin and Gimbal, please shout out my brother Sean. He has been down with APS since day one. Shout out to your brother Sean, man. So it's starting to come along. I think it's looking really good. I hope you guys think the same. X-Day to remember, I'm a truck driver from CR England. Got any trucking stories to tell? Or know anyone who was a truck driver in prison? I met some guys who got pulled over with some freaking 18-wheelers loaded with drugs, or at least that's what they say. But that's the most I could tell you on that. And the crazy thing about it is, when I heard this story, it was about one guy in particular. He was a big-time drug dealer, and allegedly he was locked up because a truckload of his stuff, whatever it was, whatever drugs he had, got pulled over. He got tied up in that. But that was how the story went. I don't even really believe it, though, because if you get caught with that kind of amount of drugs, you're going to the feds. And we were in the state system, so, again, I don't know if there was any real truth to that. Joe, your hair is looking extra crispy today. Yeah, I know. It's looking real good. I got this like Elvis Presley black hair all over the place type of thing going on here. I like it though. All right. Let's go ahead and hit these eyes one more time. Get those extra white. And then we'll move on to that jumper. Paint's starting to look clean now, though. I love watching these things come together. Like, from start to finish, it's a pretty awesome little process of seeing how something is just not even there and then just making it appear. It's funny because I'll map out the painting in my head before I even begin of where we're going with this whole process. I don't like going into things blind. I mean, I can, though, but I don't really care to do that too much. All right. Got these eyeballs in here. We'll let those dry. We'll come back. Let's go ahead and get this jumper in here. I got to put that mouth in there one more time. What are you guys thinking, though? How's everybody doing? If you're just joining us, go ahead and smash that like button. The only reason I'm saying this again is because I just saw a comment that said I just joined. But we're doing the Broke Wing painting tonight. Broke Wing is coming along. Good God, Joe, can you speak tonight? And Cartoon Joe, he's coming along as well, too. Cody, what are you doing? You playing Grand Theft Auto over there?
Nope.
Can I play?
Sure.
Hey, I just got this new game for PS4. It's called Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Into the Wildlands. Oh my God, that game is so... That game is the shit. I like that game a lot. You guys play that? That game is dope. It's like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you can pretty much fly and drive everything except you're shooting up major shit. All right, get all this red paint off of this brush. Now the jumper. Wizen or Wizen, shout out to you. It's coming along right nicely, Joe, right nicely. So we're putting our second coat of paint on everything now. We're down here in our jumper. Next we will go to our letters for old Broke Wing. Looking good, looking good. Alright, we'll let that dry up a little bit. We'll come back, we'll put the stripes in it. While we let that dry up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and do our letters one more time. Chris, shout out to you. Tell you, I'm liking this a lot. I hope you guys are liking it as well. After we do these letters, this is where we're going to really put these letters in here too, by the way. But after we do these letters, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hardline Broke Wing. We're going to finish up my character as well. APS Soldier, who is your best friend after prison? Cody, Dave, Angelo, or Connor? Also tell more prison stories as you paint. Jesus Christ. Well, my favorite person out of all of those is Angelo. Oh, no. My favorite person is, I don't know. I like all of them equally. I do. All of them. I promise. All of them. But, yeah, I don't have any best friends. I've got good friends of mine. Hey, speak of the goddamn devil. Let me tell you who the fuck just showed up in my place. Goddamn Connor. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Somebody just asked me a question. They said, who is your best friend? Is it Connor, Angelo, Dave, or Cody? Well, right now it's going to be Connor.
Yeah, I'm trying to sneak my way in there, man.
What's up, man? We got wires everywhere. You're going to have to, like, kind of sneak around here. We're doing the old Broke Wing painting tonight. Connor, you can help tell some prison stories because somebody was just asking if I could tell some prison stories as I painted.
Okay.
Hey, what do you got going on tomorrow, Connor? We got to do some tattoo shit.
Fuck.
You got a date tomorrow? Speaking of devil, how did the date go tonight?
That didn't happen tonight.
Didn't happen tonight either. Goddamn, Connor. I feel like I'm the worst friend in the world.
Dude, basically, you ruined my pussy for the whole week.
Jesus Christ. That's how you call it right there. X-Data, remember, you should play Rocket League. I saw it on your PS4. I saw on your PS4 you have NHL 17. That's my game. I thought it was cool because I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and the Blues made the cover even though we never made the cup. Shout out to NHL 17. Shout out to the NHL playoffs right now. Shout out to the Nashville Predators who are killing shit. What do you think of Broke Wayne? That's me right there.
That's pretty cool.
Except I grew up in somewhere else. So, old Broke Wing the Seagull. So what have you been doing, man? You just been chilling?
Yeah.
What you drinking on right there? What's that? One of them Arizona teas?
No.
Oh yeah, that's my shit too right there. That Starbucks energy shot.
Yeah, they're pretty good, man.
I like those a lot. Everybody say hello to Connor. He just showed up. I told you guys we were gonna have a special guest here tonight. Shout out to Connor.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was supposed to work on this dude's tattoo earlier, dude. Fucking, I started this, like, it's this huge, like, Dominican flag, like, ripping out of his skin.
Right.
And I did it all in black and gray, but I still have to go back and add the color.
Right.
So, it's a lot of freaking color. Like, the flag's, like, red and blue, and it's got this insanely detailed crest in the center of it. So,
You've already started on it, you said?
yeah, I did the whole thing in black and gray. I was gonna lay the color over top of it. That way, like, the color would have, like, some shade to it. So, I was gonna try to rush over there after work
Tomorrow or tonight?
tonight. And then he had to go to work too, like later on, so it was just gonna be insane trying to like cram a session in there. We wouldn't have been able to finish, and I was like, dude, we might as well wait for a night where we can finish. That way we're not doing 3 sessions instead of 2.
Yeah. I'm glad you finished my chest the other night. I'll tell you what, my back hurts more than my chest hurts right now. From leaning over that damn chair. That shit was hell.
That's because you were running away from the needle the whole time.
Caleb Rocks, get yourself that PC. Shout out to you. We're trying to get that PC. Cody's going to build the PC on a stream. Cody is a computer genius. What do you guys think of the painting? You guys want to let me know. Chris, what's going on with you?
So did the creek give you the idea for the whole seagull thing?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely did. You know, because I've told so many stories here on After Prison Show, and Broke Wing was definitely one of the more popular ones.
So this one time talking about seagulls, right? You remember the CO Evans, right? So Sky was walking down the boulevard, and
why don't you come over here, man? You gotta sneak underneath the wires, though. We gotta get you a chair over here too. Everybody say hello to Connor. Connor just showed up for the live stream. Connor, say hello to the world.
What's going on, world?
We've got 2 million people watching the stream tonight.
Wow.
I'm kidding. We probably don't have 200. But
You want a chair?
yeah, he needs a chair over here. Connor, sit down and tell some war stories, man. You tell the stories, Joe paints the picture.
Alright, so let me tell you a little war story about old Broke Wing here and how he attacked the police one day.
Did he really?
So, Sky's walking down the boulevard, which
Was a prison buddy.
is just a sidewalk, and it's not really much of a boulevard. There's no trees down the middle of it dividing the highway or anything. Just an old prison sidewalk.
Connor's Judy Cakes. How cool was it to randomly run into Connor after prison? Don't forget the stories. I tell you what, again, you know, I've talked about this before, but when Connor first yelled my name while we were at the bar that day, it was a pretty crazy damn thing. I didn't know who the hell I was to be expecting. He told me that, you know, he didn't know he would see me out there. It was cool. It really was.
Yeah, plus besides the fact that it's turned into like us hanging out and shit, so
Yeah.
it's been pretty cool, man.
Hell yeah, it has. Dave just went home today. I feel bad because yesterday was his birthday, and we didn't do a fucking thing. But you know what we're going to be doing here tomorrow? We're going to be making prison cake. I went and got all the stuff today.
Eating soda?
Oh, boy, yes. I baked one. I got one in the fridge right now. I got the prison cake in the fridge right now, but you guys can't see it because of the fact that
And you probably can't see it tomorrow either, because I'm gonna eat it here in a minute.
No, we're gonna make another one tomorrow. We're gonna make one on a video.
Exactly. So this one can be eaten, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
You want to eat it?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
It's good. I freaked it though. I put all sorts of Kool-Aid packs in the frosting.
Kool-Aid?
In the frosting.
Oh, in the frosting. All right. Cool. So Sky, one of our prison buddies, he's crazy. All right. So he's absolutely insane. He's like missing a finger from like a car accident, and he was prescribed a bunch of prescription medication. The dude's just freaking crazy. He's out there always running around.
Did you ever hear the story about Sky walking around with the box with the bird eggs?
Yes.
Look, let me tell you how crazy this guy Sky is that Connor's telling you about right now. And you want to talk about prison pranks? This guy was a prankster. He used to walk around with this box, right? And he would have like little grass in the box. And he had these bird eggs in the box, and he would walk around. He would show everybody the bird eggs, and he'd be like,
sitting there like, "Come look at these eggs."
Yeah, come check out the eggs. They're bird eggs. Come, you want to check out the bird eggs? And people would actually be like, "Oh my God, look at that! That's bird eggs!" And they would grab them, and it turns out it would be his balls. He would have his balls in the box on some grass. He was a crazy guy.
Yeah, fucking so like.
When he first told me that story, I said, "Man, somebody's gonna kill you in here, man."
Dude, when big guys would be like about to come look at the box, like guys that he thought would beat his ass, he'd be like, "Never mind, bro. You don't want to look at this box, man. No, it is not for you. This box isn't for you."
Tony says if Joe, Connor, and Dave started a gang, what would it be called? It'd probably be called APS Army for Life.
Oh shit. So, so Sky's walking down the boulevard, and there's this cop following him. And he's like, calling his name, harassing him a little bit. Like, what are you doing out here?
Evans, the young guy.
You're not supposed to be out here on the boulevard. I know you're up to no good, blah, blah, blah.
Evans was all right, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was all right. So he was just giving him a hard time because, Sky is like a troublemaker and everyone knows it. So Sky has crumbled up all these pieces of bread in his pocket. And he's got a pocket full of breadcrumbs, and the seagulls out there are vicious. Like, they will swoop for some crumbs, even fake crumbs. So he walks up to the cop and just throws the breadcrumbs all over him, and seagulls just start dive bombing his ass.
Oh my God, that's like some Prison Break shit right there.
He took off running, but the captain stopped him and locked him up. And then Tony, remember the dude Tony that tattooed in 5 Building?
No.
Well, he was like, if you're going to lock him up, lock me up too. So they both got locked up. They let him out, they just put him in timeout.
So yeah, I forgot about timeout. That's some stupid ass shit they would do at that prison. Lock guys up for timeout. They would send guys to the hole.
Act like you're going to go to the hole.
Yeah, but you don't even really go. You go to the hole for like about a couple of hours, and then you come back out. It's the stupidest shit in the world.
Yeah, I had to go to timeout one time, like at 10 o'clock at night, and they let me out like at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Did they?
Yeah.
I never went to timeout. Timeout was freaking dumb. Pretty crazy, man. I feel like I'm back in prison painting prison murals.
Yeah, I mean, seems that way.
It's all right though, man. One day I'm gonna go do some murals. I think that would be some dope shit to do.
Yeah, man. There's especially like at the beach, man, because all those stores have like.
There's murals down there.
Yeah, of course. And then all the stores that have like the sliding metal.
Oh, the gates.
Gates that come down in front of those stores.
Yeah.
Like, anyone that doesn't have a mural done, all you gotta do is take some pictures of your work and go there and like salesman that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I could be like, hey, can I paint a broke-winged seagull on the side of your building?
They'd probably pay you to do it.
Oh yeah, they would. Especially when they found out it was AfterPrisonShow. They'd be like, what the hell is AfterPrisonShow? Cody Sweaty Judy Cakes. Joe, you told the story of your trial date. How was Connor's trial date? And how was your reaction to the judge sentencing to the time that you got? I just literally told like a freaking Lifetime movie reenactment of my freaking me going to get sentenced.
Oh my God, talk about one of the worst days of my life. So,
Miss Tara, shout out to you, girl.
So, let's see here, man. I'm like the day before court, my lawyer comes and sees me at the jail. And the jail I was at, you can't have you don't have face-to-face visits. It's over a computer screen. So and it's right inside the pod. So like everybody that's in the cell block with you can like see your visit, and people get fucked up over it because they'll be like looking at people's girls like over the wall.
Right.
So anyway, my lawyer calls me down there. I go down to the computer screen and I'm talking to him, and he's like, I got some good news and some bad news, man. I'm like, all right, bad news first. And he's like, they want to give you 2 years. And I'm like, damn, all right. And he's like, I was like, what's the good news? He's like, they're gonna kill your probation. You won't be on any more probation. I said, well, damn, man. I said, really, I'm almost willing to take that 2 years for no probation. And he was like, all right then, well, I'll see you in court tomorrow. So the next day I go to court, and the judge gives me 5 years and 3 more years on probation.
He didn't want to go along with the plea bargain.
And
which barely ever.
It wasn't even really a plea. It was just kind of like an agreement, I guess. They had spoken. So the judge just comes off the top like, I should give you 8 years. He's, I'm gonna do you a favor and only give you 5.
Now, why did he give you more time than what they had agreed to?
Well, because I don't even think he was part of the talks. I think it was just like the prosecutor and the lawyer had talked. Like, I have no idea, man.
Right.
But I mean, I know he's a hard judge.
Oh, okay.
And like we had talked about going back for like a reconsideration or something, but all the lawyers I talked to said there was no point while he was still on the bench.
You would have to go in front of the same judge.
They said it would have been a waste of money to do it. So, yeah, man. So I'm like, I'm kind of happy that I didn't get 8 years. So I'm like, I really actually said thank you after he gave me 5 years. I said thanks.
But that's a shock, though, to go into the courtroom expecting to only get 2 years and to get 3 more years than what you were, anticipating.
And more probation.
So
I look at my lawyer, and you know how confusing it is. They're talking about suspend this, suspend that, reinstate this, do this, pull that, and
concurrent, consecutive.
So I'm looking at my lawyer like, did I misunderstand this? Like, can you come talk to me? Because they'll rush you, like you're shackled up, and they rush you right back out of court. Like as soon as you're sentenced, like they're taking you right back out of there. That way, I guess you can't cause a scene or whatever. So I'm like, man, I don't really understand what just happened. Can you come talk to me? He goes, yeah, I'll be there in 1 second. I'll come talk to you about it. That dude never came to see me.
Really?
My mom had drove from Maryland all the way down here, which is like a 6-hour drive to see the sentencing. And she's like looking all confused. She called my lawyer. He wouldn't speak to her. He said, when court's done, I'm done.
Really?
Wouldn't talk to her. And like I've never spoken to him, and my people have never been able to speak to him since that day.
Chris, shout out to you. Thank you again, man. It's crazy because my lawyer in my case, so before my trial date, not my sentencing, but before my trial even started, my lawyer came and saw me like just out of the blue. I still had like about a month to go till I went to trial. And when she came and seen me, I thought the feds were going to pick me up because everybody was like, you got drugs and a gun, you may go federal. Miss Tara, shout out to you.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I was on the highway, so everyone was telling me the same thing. Like they know you were coming back from Jersey, you're hit, bro. Yeah. You're going feds.
Well, here's the crazy thing. So my lawyer came and seen me, and I thought that's what she was getting ready to tell me was the state's dropping it, the feds are going to pick it up. But what ended up happening was she said, hey, I want to let you know I quit my job. She was like, I'm no longer a public defender. She was like, I'm now a federal lawyer. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, and, I dropped all the cases that I had. She was like, but I'm keeping your case simply because of the fact that your situation's so fucked up. You made statements against yourself. You got the worst cops in the city on your case. She was like, I'm going to try to help you because you're fucked all the way around the board. And I said, okay. But it turns out, she really couldn't do anything. It was a great gesture that she did. But there was no helping me. I was already hit. Cody, what's going on?
Robin Big?
Yeah.
Big Black died today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn.
Steve G, Joe, or Connor, do either of you plan on going legit with tattooing? I'm sure Connor does.
Yeah, I'm trying, I've got a half-ass portfolio made right now. To be honest, like I've talked to Joe about it. Like, I'd like to get in the shop. Being an apprentice, they treat you like a slave, I guess, would be the best description.
Well, they treat you like a
bitch.
Yeah, a bitch.
So like I'm cool with that. Like I'm cool with that. Like if I'm learning and like I'm being advanced. But if you treat me like a bitch and you don't teach me anything and you're not trying to help me get to where I need to be, then I can't do that. Like I can't go with that. I'm just not down for it. So, but I'm willing to give it a shot. But the point that what I need to do is find a shop that will pay me as an apprentice. A lot of shops will charge you to be an apprentice or just have an unpaid apprenticeship. And you know, I've got court fines, probation fees, rent, car insurance, like I've got bills. So as of right now, I need to keep a day job, but I'm going to look into seeing if like one of these tattoo shops that's open late in the evening,
right?
Like Virginia Beach Inc., like they're open till 10 o'clock at night. So I'm thinking like, damn, I can get off work at 3:30
and go work with
and
them.
Maybe go work for like, maybe they'll let me work like an evening shift
as
an apprentice. And like if I can find a shop to work with me and let me do like an evening shift like that, so I can still make the money I need to survive, then I would love that. But at some point, you know, I'll be stable enough I can slip in a shop and get my hours in for my apprenticeship.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you on it, man. Your work is real good. The stuff you did on my arm looks real good. It's pretty much all the way healed. Oh my God, let me tell you some crazy shit. So I was in there talking to the women, okay?
Okay.
And we were having a conversation about like the drone stuff. We were talking about a lot of stuff. But I said, hey, check out my work, you know, because she had already seen this piece. And I was like, yo, check out my chest. I got some grown men names tattooed on me. She was like, boy, you're fucking crazy. I said, yeah, but you know, I don't give a fuck. So she starts telling me, she was like, oh, well, you know, I got tattoos too. I'm tatted up, right? I'm like, man, you're not tatted. So she starts showing me like this tattoo right here and it's trash. She shows me this tattoo right here. It's trash. I'm asking her how much she paid. She paid way too much. It's just stick letters. It's horrible shit. She paid like $100 for the stick letter name, like $80 for a little circle on her wrist.
Damn, where? Yeah, hook her up.
So I said, yo, my homeboy, you know what I mean? She was like, shit, I might get some work. So we may be tattooing some women coming up on a live stream. I can't really say who they are because they're kind of like, they're
official.
They're official, yeah. That's all I can say. But it would be kind of cool.
Can Cody do like blurred faces like a cop style on the live stream?
No, they could be on. They'll go on the live stream. I just don't want to say who they are before they agreed to do it. Yeah. Elisa Dalit, are you going to stream horror games? Hope so. That would be dope. You know, yesterday I was spending like so much time yesterday trying to figure out these new games to get, and I ended up getting a shit ton of games yesterday. But we were looking at some horror games.
I need to play a game, man. I haven't played... Dude, I used to play Halo and Call of Duty so much back in the day.
Man.
The kid was official. My homeboy's twin brother has been a professional video game player for like 15 years.
Right.
And like, so he used to... Back when like Xbox 360 was huge, he used to get like 1,000 1-month free memberships a month.
Right.
And he would just send them to us. And like, we were in college, so like, we just give out the 1-month free memberships to all our friends, and we'd have all these accounts set up, and he hooked us up with all like the real screen names for all like the professional players. And we'd be like in all these professional groups late night playing Halo and shit.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, Halo was my shit when I was younger, and then I had to switch to Call of Duty.
I got a game right now that's fucking the shit. Stacy K515, shout out to you. Yeah, I just got this new game. It's called Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands, and basically all you're doing, it's like a fucking open world, and you're just out there fucking taking down drug dealers, man. Like Kingpin cartel shit. It is so fucking dope, man. Like you're out there with little drones and shit, catching the bad guy. It's fucking dope, man. I like that shit.
You want to hear how lame I am? My last Tom Clancy game I played was the first Splinter Cell.
For what system?
Xbox.
Xbox. Connor, you got to get with the times. We're going to have you over here and get you caught up on some video games, man.
I mean, I had a PS3, but I've been locked up for...
Betty's, what was Connor locked up for and how long, if you don't mind me asking? Connor don't care.
Distribution and possession with intent. On this last bit, I did 5 years. So, that's the longest I've ever had to do. And, it sucked. Not fun. Don't go to jail, kids.
Don't go to jail.
So, I remember when I first got locked up, I was thinking, like, when I was selling drugs, I was like, I can never do, I was like, 5 years is my max. It's the most I can do.
Right. Cody Sweaty Judy Cakes. Joe said that the dumbest thing he got locked up or got in a fight in prison over was Tom Brady. I did in 07. I was at a road camp. What's the dumbest thing you ever got in a fight over, Connor?
I would fight you over Tom Brady because he's a lame-o, okay?
You're the old Ravens fan. You know we're going to be... And matter of fact, when I got in a fight with the dude, we were playing the fucking Ravens. It was 2007. We were undefeated. It was 4th and fucking 10. We went for it. We missed it. The game was over. There was nothing we could do. We were down by like 4 or some shit like that. But what happened was your damn coach called a timeout while we hiked it. And we got another go at it, and on 4th and 10, we ended up scoring. It was the craziest shit in the world. I was fighting when that shit happened.
I remember that, dude. It was a field goal. You guys missed the field goal, but he had called a timeout to freeze the kicker, and you guys missed the field goal, and you got to re-kick it, and you guys made it.
Something like that. I don't remember. All I know is I was fighting at that point.
I was fucking furious.
I was fighting behind Tom Brady at that point.
I was furious, dude. I was in Baltimore at the time with a bunch of Ravens fans during that game.
What's the dumbest thing you ever got into fighting in prison over?
Oh my gosh. Dumbest thing I fought over. Dude, I mean, I don't even know, man. Like, there's gotta be something oh my god, I remember. Dude, everything you fight in prison over is stupid. Because, like, at the time, it's the most important thing ever.
It's a respect issue. Like, you're gonna disrespect me,
you're not gonna
motherfucker.
disrespect me. And then, like, I remember telling myself, like, when I get home and tell my friends about this, they're gonna fucking call me an idiot. So, like, this dude steals a soup off my bed.
A single ramen noodle.
A single ramen noodle soup.
30 cents.
30 cents, man. 30 cents. And really, he does this shit all the time. Like, he's like one of those jokesters that like to take shit and like pretend it's a joke. But really, man, he's a fucked up dude, and I know if you don't say nothing to him, he's gonna keep it.
Right.
But he tries to pretend it's a joke. And I was just in a bad mood that day, man. So I was like, Black, give me my fucking suit back.
This was at Indian Creek?
No, this is somewhere else. There's lots of blacks in the system.
No, there's like 20 blacks.
Not blacks like African Americans, but blacks.
Nickname,
like,
prison nickname.
Yeah.
That's one of the most common prison nicknames you will ever run across in prison is Black. Hey, yo, Black.
So, yeah, man. So this dude tried to, I ain't got you a suit, man. I ain't got it. So he turned around on me, and I choked him out. He ended up passing out, hit his head on my bunk. So now, like, I took my suit back, and that was it. That could have been it. But the fact is, I was a white guy.
And you choked out
He was a black guy.
Yeah.
And so as soon as he got up, everybody's like, all his homeboys were like, "Dang, you can't let that white boy do you like that. You better get back up in there, man. What you doing?" So, it just got hyped up into something it shouldn't have been.
Destin Sean, love your videos, Joe. Inspiration to me and all. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for it.
Yeah, man. So I got in a fight over 30 cents. And
so did you have to fight him again once everybody was hyping it up?
Yeah, man. He came in the cut. It was more like, it wasn't even really a fight, man. It was more like a wrestling match. He like swung on me. I ended up getting him in like a guillotine type hold, and I was just like, yo, chill out, get the fuck out of my cup, man. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, because no way that wouldn't have ended until you lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and then you go to the hole over 30 freaking cents, man. Like, what the frick? So
it is crazy.
I was just waiting to go. I was just waiting to go home and be like, wait till I tell my friends, like, I went from making this much money to fighting over 30 cents.
Fighting over a single ramen
Fighting for
noodle.
my 30 cents back.
But you know what? Again, it's not even the 30 cents, it's the respect. And everything in prison has to be respect.
No, man. If you let someone take your soup, they'll take your whole box next time, you know?
Crazy how it is, man.
How about like fights on the soccer field over it's like someone like taking the
Oh
ball.
my God.
Like if you take the ball from B and he wants to like
Kick that bitch over the fence. How many people have we see kick the ball over the fence? How many times you kicked the ball over the fence?
I don't kick balls over the fence.
There were people who would do that shit on
I know
purpose.
you did because you had that wild ass shot. So
No, I'm not talking about just kicking it over the fence.
saying
Like
when they're mad.
when they're mad, they'll take the ball and they'll kick that bitch slam over the fence.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh man, that shit used to piss me off, man. But yeah, I saw B fight on the soccer field a lot. And I'll tell you what, you remember little Jeremy in 3 building?
He scooped him and
Yeah. That shit was the craziest shit. Jeremy was this little ass white dude. B was this big fucking monstrosity of a fucking dude.
Straight young boy, did 10 years, been working out his whole bid. Dude's jacked and he's
Straight
young.
Head honcho
Athletic.
fucking gang member. Like got the whole fucking set ready to go for him at any given time. And we saw, little ass white dude fucking damn near gave him the business out there on the soccer field.
Yeah, but he fucking got his a few times there too.
Who, Jeremy?
Did you see him? Now,
B.
Remember when he pieced Chisholm up over on? Were you there when he pieced Chisholm up on 4, 5, 6 side? Dude, he hit him. I think he hit him like 2 or 3 times. He just bop, 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 and like just not even full strength, just like half punches.
Well, Chisholm wasn't like that for real.
And Chisholm just like fell down, got up, and went inside. Right.
And that was supposed to be his homeboy.
The next day. Yo, his nose was split all open, both his eyes black, face all swollen, and it was like these 3 little like half punches. B was a big dude, man, for sure.
Yeah, he definitely was.
I squared up with him on the soccer field one day, and I was just waiting for someone to break it up. I'm like,
What's up, man? You trying to fight me up?
What's up, man?
Somebody please break this shit up.
Like, why is no one holding me back?
No one's going to hold you back when it comes time to fight one of the biggest guys on the prison. They
like,
want to see that shit go down.
Oh, yeah. So, what did that comment said something about, oh, yeah. So, what do I think about Joe's success on AfterPrisonShow?
Is that what the comment said for real?
Yeah.
That's insanity.
I mean, I already told Joe every day, man, that when he told me that shit.
What did I tell you when I first met you?
Dude.
You asked me what I was doing for a living.
He's like this, right? I pull up on him, and he's like, I think he had just finished. I got my beer in my hand, and we're talking for like 10 seconds, and he just like starts looking over his shoulder like he might be getting followed. And he's like, I'm famous now, by the way, bro. So I'm like, he starts laughing. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I'm laughing. He goes, no, but for real, man, I'm kind of like semi-famous. Like, this YouTube channel thing I'm doing is blowing up. And I'm like, YouTube channel? Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I had no idea about, like, this. It's like a whole new world that I've, like, learned about since running into Joe.
I didn't even know about it till I started getting into it.
Yeah, so like he starts telling me about live streams and YouTube channels, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, like, I was like, so, I mean, how does that count as a job? I was like, I don't understand. Like, you can, like, somehow survive off of that? And he's just like, yeah, I mean, he's like, I can live off of it, man, and I'm able to, like, kind of do my art and, like, make people laugh and do these videos, and I just, like, I didn't believe it. But he was like, Joe said, what are you doing today? I said, I'm not doing shit. And he was like, ride with us for the day, man. So he's like, so I hopped in the whip with Cody and just went for a ride, man. And I got to see this thing in action. It was pretty freaking cool.
I appreciate it. You know, it's good to be running into you. I can't say that enough. I don't get a chance to see many people from prison, and I wouldn't want to see everybody. But the people that I do see, you, Dave, well, that's really about it. But the people that I do see, you know, it's good to see the guys who are out here trying to do the right thing. And that's really awesome. But this wouldn't be anything without everybody out there that rocks with this. So, I mean, it's a really special thing. Cody, how we looking, by the way, man? Me and Connor just kind of going in over here. That ain't bad. Thanks to everybody who's been rocking with us. If you're just joining us or just joined us pretty recently, please go ahead and smash that. I was about to say smash that ramen noodle. Smash that like button. Like that ramen noodle. Help After Prison Show. It really does mean a lot. Got Connor here. Joe's painting Broke Wing. If you are just joining us, you probably pieced all that together. It probably didn't take long to figure that out. But yeah, man. How long have we been streaming for, Cody?
2 hours and 34 minutes.
Only 2 hours. We got 46 more hours to go. What do you guys think about us pulling a 48-hour long stream? You gonna rock with us for 48 hours?
It makes me tired thinking about it.
Hey, there's guys that do it, man. There's guys that will stream for like 24 hours straight, doing absolutely nothing other than like spinning one of them little finger spinner things in their hands. Have you seen them shits? I don't even know what they are, but I guess they're popular.
So you stream like video gameplay and shit?
Oh, I do it all.
That's cool, dude.
But I just started doing the gameplay shit. I've been doing it a little bit. I've only done one stream on YouTube with the gameplay. I did one on, I've done a few on Twitch, which is another platform.
That's cool that you might be able to get like, even if you like did that on another platform, you still have like crossover viewers.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't get that crossover money though, because I can't get paid from Twitch because you can't get paid from both. You can't live stream on both platforms. That's the way it goes. So if I was to try to make money on Twitch, it's not going to happen. They're not going to let you live stream on Twitch and then go live stream on YouTube.
Huh. Like some kind of non-compete thing.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. At least that's the way it's been broken down to me.
Oh my god, I burned my finger last night, bro.
Again, yeah?
Yeah, look at this shit, man.
Got a big old little blister on the finger from the restaurant. Aren't you almost done with the restaurant?
Yeah, I should have quit last week, but now I got 1 week left still. Dude, so I'm pulling these ribs out. We smoke these ribs off, a couple times a week. And we got to heat them up in the saute pan. Little water, salt and pepper, some barbecue sauce, just to bring them up to temp.
Right.
So I got them in the oven, like 450 degrees. And I pull them out with a rag. I got a rag wrapped around the handle. And so when I grab the handle, it burns like the center of my palm. So I drop this saute pan on the floor. And when I go to grab it, I grab it with my bare hand. And my skin stuck to the freaking thing. It just started sizzling. I had to pull my finger off the pan. Just burnt to it.
What we got here? Cody Sweaty Junior Cakes. Joe, what was your reaction on being featured on BBC, which is a huge news corporation in the UK? I mean, it was a really awesome thing. I can't even get the United States to mess with me as far as doing interviews. And then here comes BBC wanting to interview After Prison Show. I thought that was really awesome. I was nervous about it, though. It was my first ever interview, and I swear I butchered it, but I guess it came out all right.
Yeah, I mean, my sister does marketing, right?
Right.
And she's been interviewed a couple times now for little like news clips and shit. And she said like her first.
Josh Wright, shout out to you, brother. Thanks for rocking with us again tonight, man.
Her first few times like on TV, like she's just like, yeah, I noticed I played with my hands way too much, and like I say way too much, and. Just like certain interview skills you just have to get like comfortable with.
It's funny because I'm always the one doing the interviews, and then when I get interviewed, I'm like completely out of my element. I'm like, what in the fuck?
Hell yeah, you're not used to it.
But it came out well. I think it was a really cool experience. All right, so I apologize. Me and Connor just sitting here shooting the shit. I hope you've been enjoying the little conversation between me and Connor. You guys got any questions, ask away. Let me know what you're thinking of the painting so far. What do you think of the Broke Wing letters? I think they came out pretty dope. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hardline Broke Wing. I'm going to go ahead and hardline me as well. This thing's going to really start coming together now. It's a little rough around the edges in some spots, and that's just because, when you do these paintings, you want to let these things dry all the way before you go back in there. Franchise 416, shout out to that. but it is going to look good. All right, let's start doing some broken wing. Start up here.
So, dude, why don't we do a fucking seagull tattoo on you?
I'm going to get a peaches tattoo instead.
Oh, yeah, peaches.
Remember we talked about that the other night?
Yep.
I said I'm either going to do a peaches tattoo or I'm going to do a tattoo, a fan request tattoo.
We could do...
What should Joe get tattooed?
Why would you say that dude is talking shit, man? That's crazy, man.
What's that?
I'm just reading the stream.
You're gonna see comments all the time. I see them. Believe me, they're way worse for me. You can't feed into it. There'll be trolls. I guess that's what they call them, or haters.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That guy was pretty accurate. The one dude was like, "Man, Connor's high as fuck." Another guy said, "Nah, Connor's clean. He's just burnt."
Connor's burnt like shit.
Yeah,
I think we all are.
You know,
if you're not burnt, you know.
High school and college was 8 years of probably too much shit I shouldn't have been doing. Not to mention 5 years in prison. So burnt would be an accurate description.
Learn from us. It's not the right way. Scotty Johansson, greetings from Mankato, Minnesota. Listen to Jackers on my stream by SPM. Yeah, I know.
So dude said that I should tattoo you while you're tattooing me.
I've thought about that too. I've thought about doing streams like that. That would be kind of crazy. Ernie D, I'm here trying to figure out why I'm watching you guys. It's so damn entertaining, but it is, and I'm hooked. APS for life. Shout out to you, Ernie D. Thanks for rocking with us. After Prison Show.
That's because we're some fucking normal ass dudes that have been through some crazy shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, we don't sugarcoat shit. We don't try to fucking put on. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. It's as real as you're going to get it, man.
All right, Broke Wayne. We got to get this bandana going on. But yeah, man, I'm sorry, Connor. I fucked up your love life, man. So did you ever make peace with the girl after you left here? Because I don't know
what you call make peace. I mean...
Because here's the deal. Connor came over the other night to do my chest tattoo. He had a date that same night. He was supposed to leave here, go on the date, but he ended up showing back up here about 10 minutes after he left, saying that the date canceled on him. And then he spent the entire evening texting to her.
Well, she said I stood her up because I was supposed to be there, and then I wasn't, and I fucked everything up. So, like...
Have you been over there since then? Yes.
Yeah.
So you're in love with this chick, right?
I've been over there since then, but nothing happened. So I think that was like my punishment.
So, oh man, you wasted your time like that?
Wasted my time, bro.
Man, look, man. You should have told that chick, look,
that's
man.
That's why I fucking haven't really, that's why, because that shit kind of upset me, man. Because, I mean, it's whatever, but it's like, I'm a grown-ass man. You don't got to treat me like that.
Well... She's a grown-ass woman. You stood her up. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, well...
Were you at the bar that one night when goddamn fucking... Oh, my God. This shit was crazy as shit. Joe just does not know how to talk to people at all. It's crazy. Rob, shout out to you.
Yeah, I was there when you said, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Joe was...
I can't remember what prompted that. It was something like, "Hi,
matter.
Joe, how are you?"
Yeah,
and
something
like,
like
"Shut the fuck up, bitch." And
Joe
like,
just don't. I don't talk well to females anymore because I feel like women would just. I don't know. I don't trust their intentions.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
Oh, Broke Wing, you're looking like a broken wing seagull. Hey, how's Broke Wing looking, y'all? Let me know. He's starting to come in there, ain't
he? Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, women, like, prison will give you, like, this messed up view of women, too, because, like, the female COs, like, are such bitches, and they try to treat you like, a lot of them try to treat you like you're just, like, you're just a convict, and that's all you are, you know what I mean? And it's like, look, I know you got your GED, and got a job at a prison, and now you all of a sudden think you're better than me.
Well,
but you can at least talk to me like a human.
You got to think about what those female COs go through too, though. They probably see a lot of penis throughout the course of the day, so they don't. Sometimes they're not going to consider you any better than the guys who are showing penis all day.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be one of those guys.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't be neither, but you do have plenty of guys who are like that, and they mess it up for everybody. So you could have a chick who may be okay, but the problem is somebody's already gotten to her.
Yeah, been harassed by these clown guys that just want to like whip out and gun them.
Yeah, that's not no way to treat a lady. But now that I'm out here in the free world, I might do that. I'm more inclined to do that.
Serial gunning?
I might be the sniper, the serial sniper.
Dude, like literally, when I went to Sussex and I was in segregation there, the guy in the cell next to me was a young kid, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like 22 maybe, and he was supposed to get released, but he got held in a detainer because he had got a bunch of gunning charges at Greensville.
And that will make you a sex offender.
Yeah, so now this retard is a sex offender because he wanted to pull his thing out in front of these female COs. And not only that, but doesn't get to go home and has to wait for court dates.
All behind masturbating to the women in the prison.
Yeah, that shit's insane, man. So as soon as he told me that, I looked at, I mean, I don't know, I look at people differently when I find out that they're those type of people, because
you're a sex offender.
yeah, I didn't kick it with guys that caught gun charges in prison. Like, I mean, a lot of times guys are doing like life sentences, and like in Sussex especially, like a lot of people are doing big numbers up there, and so it's hard to judge a guy that will never see a female like in the free world anymore.
Matt Brown and PA, shout out to you.
So I mean, it's hard for me to like judge him that critically, but I still couldn't associate with guys that were getting charges like that.
It does make you wonder, man. Butt naked, Joe was in the video lineup. Can't wait for the SPM video, as I've said before. Also stream FIFA 17 and WWE. I almost bought the WWE game yesterday, even though I'm not even a real wrestling fan. I did get the UFC game yesterday. Joe cannot stop getting knocked out in that game. That game is so fucking hard. I've only fought 2 fights, and I can't get past the second guy. He keeps knocking me the fuck out.
So this dude keeps yelling at me to shout out 301 for Maryland, right? He's like, Maryland in the house, but Maryland to me is 410, so I can't shout that out. 410.
There you go.
And I can't, dude. What do you got planned for like the holidays and stuff, man? Like you got family you're gonna go see and stuff like that, or are you just gonna
What holidays?
like Thanksgiving?
Oh man, I ain't got
Christmas type
shit. That's too far off. Shadow, shout out to you. Hey, hold on, Joe's gotta get a drink, man. Connie, you want something to drink? I ain't got shit but like Mountain Dew and shit in here.
Yeah, Mountain Dew's cool.
Let me slide by you, cause I got too much shit set up right here.
Yeah, I just need my car can't even make it to go see my family. I gotta get a better car first.
What do you think of that cake right there?
I can't wait to go back to travel though. That looks.
Well, I put the icing on it while the cake was hot. That's why the icing's all over the place. Smell that motherfucker though.
Yeah, it smells pretty good.
You want a Mountain Dew or a Coke?
Mountain Dew.
Cody, you want something to drink?
No.
Are we still averaging good?
Yeah, what up?
There you go. Let me slide by you one more time, man. So tomorrow, on the video for tomorrow, Joe's going to be making, somebody said gay cake. Tomorrow, Joe's going to be making prison birthday cake. This is the most official cake you can make. You have no idea how this goes, and I promise you're going to be blown away when you see it. Real easy, real good. You're going to like this a lot. If you're a fan of some of the things that we've made here as far as food items are concerned, be looking for that video tomorrow. It's going to be really awesome. Shout out to Pepsi, sponsoring not only this live stream, but also breaking up riots across across the world. Did you see that there was a Pepsi ad that got pulled because of who was in that video? Kylie Jenner. She was like going around handing cops Pepsis who were like fucking beating people up, and then was supposed to be like Pepsi equals peace. But anyways, there was a lot of fallout behind this video. It was crazy as shit. So they actually had a video of a riot going on in like Oregon State somewhere, and this guy was walking around with Pepsi trying to hand it out to the cops while they were beating the shit out of people. It was actually kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
I see the first comment that says, fuck Pepsi. Connor, tell Joseph, please. Tell Joseph what? Somebody said Pepsi. Oh, we got some bloods in the house?
So dude goes, I like how Joe said I only got Mountain Dew in the fridge, and then you come back with a Pepsi for yourself and pawn the Mountain Dew off on me.
Nah, man, I told you, I offered you that. I forgot, I just went to the grocery store today. So I go grocery shopping, right, Connor? Let me tell you about this shit. Connor's left Judy Cake. How sad was it to see young people go to prison for many years? How is the mentality of lifers knowing they will never go home again? Connor, that's all you, man.
Dude, it just depends on the person. Like, literally, it's sad, man. Like when you, like I try not to think about it, and I'm sure they try not to think about it. I know there's this one guy that had to do 60 years, and I kicked it with him a lot. And we'd be sitting there in the day room, watching TV, just standing around, talking shit, and a few times a week, maybe at least a couple times a week, he'd talk about he'd be like, I wish there was an easy way just to end it. You know what I mean?
He wanted to kill himself.
Hell yeah, man! Like he was just would talk about how I wish I could get enough drugs that I would just OD, and I'm not trying to do this 60 years. I'm gonna die in prison, and but he was pretty open with his feelings. I think a lot of dudes just keep that bottled up.
Sam, shout out to you.
But it's got to be a drain on you. This other guy I hung out with a lot had 80 years, and he had gotten locked up when he was 17.
Oh man.
And he was 16 and 17, and him and his little young friends were running around robbing 7-Elevens. So obviously, robbing stuff's wrong, but nobody ever got hurt. They just took money, little hoodlums running around. And I'm not going to condone anything like that, but I'm also going to say that at that age, you might know right from wrong, but you don't weigh consequences. Not until you're in your mid-20s can you properly weigh consequences. Some of us can't weigh consequences ever in our life. But they took this 17-year-old who had never hurt anybody and gave him 80 years, first offense. And the Innocence Project took over his case, and they're fighting his case right now, trying to get it reduced. But, he got locked up as a minor, tried as an adult, and for his first time ever getting caught messing up, he's might do the rest of his life in prison, but they might free him, I hope they reduce his time. He's already done 15 years.
Okay, let me ask you this. That brings up a really good point right there. Shadow, shout out to you. Do you remember, all right, there was a dude at Indian Creek with us, he was in the newspaper. He was a gang member dude, but he was in the newspaper. His case was in the newspaper because his co-defendant, they went and robbed a party or some shit like that. They were trying to get some weed or something. They went and robbed this party, and it was 3 people, 2 older dudes and a young kid. And what ended up happening was they came at him with a plea deal, and everybody took the plea deal except for the young kid. You remember this story?
Yeah.
And goddamn...
it's a huge story.
It's a huge story.
It's publicized a lot.
So not only did the young boy, who was only 15, 16 years old at the time, didn't take the plea deal, the other guys got 10 years for this. And they testified against the young kid.
Yeah.
And this was all in the newspaper. They put this guy's business all out there. Everybody at the prison knew he was a snitch because of this shit. But they offered the young kid the same plea deal, the 10 years or whatever. No, wait, it was 25 years. It was 25 years. And the reason the other guys got 10 years because they testified against the young kid. Russell the King, shout out to you.
Yeah, he refused to testify, man.
Yeah, the young boy refused to testify and ended up getting something like, how much time did he get? He got a shit ton of time.
Yeah, life plus triple life plus 40 or something like that.
He got a crazy amount of time, and they've been trying to freaking overturn this kid's case. But
They've got it down under life now. It's down, but they're still trying to get it lower. I think it's down to like 40 years or 60 years or something like that.
But I mean, it just brings that to mind because of what you were talking about weighing consequences. It takes a lot of people a long time to ever weigh consequences. I don't think I've heard it put better than that ever.
Well, I'm glad you said what you just said, man, because I wanted to make a little rant about that, man, is because my PO asked me about it, like why I don't like when she came in there. I guess when you get on probation, they tell you that while you're on probation, you can't do any kind of undercover operations with the police.
Right.
So she starts telling me the list of probation rules. That's one of them, and I said, you can stop right there. You don't have to worry about that. And I guess she caught the hostility. So later on in our meeting, she's like, "Oh, why do you feel like such like I don't know, ferocity against snitching?" And I was like, "Because a snitch got me locked up." And she's like, "Well, besides that." And I was like, "Look, I think the whole system's messed up." I was like, because I think someone that won't take responsibility for their actions and wants to put their crime off on somebody else
by telling somebody else
of low character.
Yeah.
And instead of punishing someone with low character, what you do is reward low character. So someone that says, "I did this, I messed up, I'll do my time." Now, if I do that, you're going to give me a shitload of time. But someone that says, "Yo, I'm so sorry, please don't take me to jail," he does it too. You're going to let that guy go home. And the guy that takes responsibility for his actions and says, "I'll do this time, I did the crime," that guy gets lit up with all the time because he's such a bad person when really he's the person of higher moral fiber than the guy that's telling on someone because he doesn't want to be punished for the shit that he's done. And, I think that the system rewards people like that and they punish people of higher character. And I just think that it's a wrong way to do things.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that.
So, really, what it comes down to is, the cops want to have to do less work, and so whatever they can do to not have to do the footwork.
My PO never told me anything about doing undercover sting operations. So what that makes me wonder is do you think maybe they just read that bullshit off to you and they want to see how you would respond to that? Like, well, damn, I wish I could. And they'd be like, hold on, wait, what do you mean? You know something? You know what I mean? Maybe it's like a trick question.
Oh, setup move, huh?
Yeah.
They got me then. They tricked me into that. Nah, dude, I think I got the paperwork, man. I think it said, I think I have the paperwork that I got from her. It's like listed, like one of the things you're not allowed to do.
But you're on probation in a different city than me anyways, and where you're on probation at, it's fucking crazy. That was a city that I vowed that I would never move to just because of how bad the probation is out there.
Yeah. I mean, I actually have to see my PO on Wednesday, which I'm cool with, man. Like, my PO's alright, and I've just kept it super real with her. Like I just told you, I literally railed on snitches for 5 minutes in my PO's office, and she was just like...
Is she hot, though?
Nah, she's like super average.
Super average.
But, she's a white chick, and she's average, so, maybe I got a chance, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you some crazy shit. So where I'm on probation at, let me tell you how many ex-counselors from Indian Creek work at this goddamn probation. I see so many of them in there.
That's funny.
Yeah, and some bad ones, too.
I hooked up with my, I had to go to, like, drug classes for probation.
Right.
And I hooked up with my drug counselor.
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to talk about that, Connor.
She lost her license because...
Yeah, Connor actually hooked up with his PO, basically.
Yeah, so she lost her license to practice, actually, because of that. And I felt super bad for her, and but, what are you going to do?
Love is, you know, the heart wants what the heart wants.
What the heart wants.
Pretty crazy. What you guys thinking about the painting so far? What you thinking about Connor here rocking with us? Super average, huh? Super average. That's going to be the new word. I'm going to get t-shirts made for After Prison Show. They're going to say super average.
Dude said she's white and she's average. Maybe I have a chance. I was like, hell yeah. Fuck. Super average. That's fucking hashtag super average.
Hashtag super average. Let's get that trending on Twitter.
Hashtag super average.
We are rocking.
Indian Creek COs. I saw your interview with John Carrico. Y'all talked about diesel therapy. What are both y'all's thoughts on it? Connor is real as hell.
Indian Creek COs. First of all, if that is Indian Creek COs, you know.
What are the chances?
I mean, it's probably a pretty good chance, though. But diesel therapy, look, I mean, the Fed system is some fucked up shit. The shit that they do to you in that, do you know what that is, Connor? Diesel therapy?
No.
So diesel therapy, they only do it in the federal system. If they consider you a security threat, like especially when it comes to the media, like if you've got access to the media because you're high profile, they'll put you in what's considered diesel therapy, where they just put you on a bus, they put you on a plane, and they just keep you in transit.
Oh no, I've heard of that.
Yeah, they keep you in transit for like a year. Dale, you better get a dual monitor set up. I don't know what that means, Dale. Oh, you're talking about for the new computer? Yeah, shout out to that. I thought you were talking about because I had to look over here to read the comments. Hell yeah, it would be nice. Cody's gonna be building the computer on the live stream.
Yeah, man, I've heard of that, man. I've heard of them leaving people on the buses for years, and all you do is go from, like, holding pen to holding pen to holding pen.
Yep.
Yep.
That's some crazy shit. Like, I mean, the feds, what dude told me, this dude, John Carriacki, he tells me, where is Dave? Dave will be back soon. Dave had to go home for a while. But, and this guy that I interviewed, this guy named John Carriacki, he was a CIA agent. And this guy ended up exposing waterboarding. And they locked him up. Like, he basically, I don't know. So he gets locked up in the feds. He does 2 years in the feds. He's got CNN coming to interview him. He's got everybody coming to interview him. And they were threatening him with that shit. But since prison, I mean, this guy has fucking blown the fuck up. He's out in Hollywood selling TV shows to all sorts of different cable networks. I mean, he's fucking killing it out there.
Yeah, man, I've heard of that. I can't remember what book it was in, man. But, you know, I've done a lot of segregation time, so I've read a lot of books. And
ain't nothing wrong with reading, man.
I've read about that, man. And it, like, they asked what we thought about it, man. And when I read that, my first instinct is like, I can't believe they can get away with that.
It's the feds. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, actually. And then I realized, like, actually, I do believe they can get away with that. And, like, you're going to not be, because think about it, man. You're not going to have your property, so you can't send mail out.
You can't use the phone. Yep.
You're just hit.
And your family has no fucking idea where you're at.
Your family's trying to go through some bureaucracy to find out where you're at. And, man, that would be insane, dude.
So let me tell you about some crazy shit that I just talked about today in a video, Connor. I want to get your opinion on these situations. Jonathan DeWitt Vlogs. Stay epic, Jonathan DeWitt. I'm missing my videos, man. You got to be sending me some more of these Twitter videos, bro. This guy's a live wire on Twitter, man. He fucking awesome dude, man. Really like his channel a lot. But, so let me tell you about some shit that I talked about today, Connor, and get your opinion on this. In 2009, there was a dude in Virginia Beach who he was on medication for antipsychotic medication, right? Dude stops taking his fucking medication, has a psychotic episode, and decapitates his fucking son with a kitchen knife. His kid's like fucking 4 or 5 years old, right? Cuts his fucking head clean off his shoulder. Goes to court, pleads not guilty by reason of insanity. These motherfuckers find him not guilty by reason of insanity. They send him to freaking Eastern State. He's up there from 2009 till 2017. They just released this motherfucker yesterday. Now he's good to go. You know what I'm saying? 8 years, and he's no longer insane. What the hell you think about that shit? You think that's like who's to say he doesn't go out here and fucking do this again or?
Well, first off, I hate that the thing happened. What sucks is that it happened to a kid lost his life.
His kid, he killed his own fucking kid.
Yeah, I mean a kid lost his life, man. So if it wasn't a situation like that, I probably would have said, well, at least he was able to use the system to his advantage.
Right.
But in this case, like with anything involving children, man, like I would rather the system work to its fullest in cases like that. And that's just insane, man. But really, like that mental health shit is just so unexplored, like, and it just depends, man. Like sometimes a mental health case won't be taken seriously at all when it should be, and sometimes they're taken way more seriously than they should have been.
I can go for that. I don't feel, but my opinion of the situation will never change.
I mean, really, how do you prove that? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you that you're cutting people's heads off because you didn't take a pill?
Well, because he said he was a really religious dude. So his wife noticed that he wasn't taking the medication for a couple of days. He was reading the Bible religiously, and then all of a sudden he fucking goes into this manic state. He starts attacking the kid. She's trying to get the knife. She's cutting her hands up, trying to get the knife away from him. And he kills the kid. And he says from a jailhouse interview that the reason he did it is because he didn't want the Antichrist to take over his son's soul. So said he was helping his kid. Director James I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. I fucked up again. Kami, I think it was. And now, less than 8 years later, he's back out here. So what do you think, man?
About the picture?
Yeah, it looks pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go through, I'm going to tighten up some of these edges when I'm done. I mean, I'm almost done now, though.
I feel like...
It's like some Bob Ross cartoon shit.
I can never remember which way the stripes are supposed to go.
I'll never forget. I will never forget, Connor. Oh, man. So that was only one of the stories that I talked about today. I got another one. I talked about 3 stories altogether. But the second story, this guy was in Lowe's in Florida and fucking was trying to shoplift. He steals a knife from Lowe's. It was in a package or something. Takes it out of the package. Security in the store, they see him stealing the shit. They try to approach him. He pulls the knife on him. They've already called the cops, though. So he gets out of the store. When he gets out of the store, the cops are waiting for him. He leads them on a foot chase, and the foot chase ends with him falling on the ground and impaling himself with this fucking knife and killing himself.
Oh, my God.
So it's almost like karma is a fucking bitch right there, you know?
Dude, what an ass.
Yeah.
And he died from the wound.
Died from the wound. Can you imagine what they're talking about at his funeral? They're like, John was a good guy. He just made a mistake and stole a knife that ended up being the death of him.
He was a clumsy fellow and could sometimes do things to his own detriment. We had to keep locks on the kitchen cabinet so he wouldn't hurt himself as a child.
Yeah. And then in Florida again, there was a girl who got set up by an undercover during a prostitution sting, and the cops solicited to get some head from her, and he solicited the head for $25 and some chicken nuggets. So she got arrested for, getting paid some chicken nuggets. Bouncing off the floor. What are your thoughts on the whole Casey Anthony case? The mother who obviously killed her daughter and found innocent. She wasn't found innocent, was she? Casey Anthony serving time, ain't she, Cody? Was she found innocent? Oh, she was found innocent. But I thought she ended up getting locked up again. Anyways, Casey Anthony was this chick down in Florida, too, who...
No, I remember that case.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
It was crazy because,
she just wanted to go out and party, right?
Well, wasn't that, where they had a bunch of, videotaped interviews of her, and but they had claimed that they had kept her up to.
Yeah, I
too
think that's
late.
what it was.
Like they had interviewed her for hours and hours and hours.
Hey, you know who Jodi Arias is?
Jodi Arias.
She was a cute chick. She murdered her boyfriend. Butchered this dude to death, and it was just such a crazy case because she was crazy as fuck, but she was real pretty. And she's serving life now. I thought she was gonna get the death penalty for that shit because the way she killed him was just horrible.
I was watching some. It was like some kind of cops TV show the other day, and this woman had tried to hire a hitman to kill her husband, right?
Right.
And it was Miss Tara says, "Hey, hon, how are your friends Kenny, Anderson, and Miko doing?"
Oh shit! I was
Mika?
almost like, what the fuck? But I forgot I talked about them in a video. So I don't talk to Kenny no more. I don't talk to none of them no more. Unfortunately, I don't know how they're doing. You remember? You remember any of them guys?
Remember Miko?
You don't remember my bunkie Kenny Weaver? Kenny had the tattoos right here.
Yes, I remember Kenny.
And Anderson was the other mural painter dude. Remember the tall white dude who the young kid? He used to do the UFC shit a little bit. A little bit. He didn't do it for real though. He was a real good artist.
I don't think so.
He was over on the other side of the yard. Trump University Live. Is that what this is?
So, this woman hires this, ends up trying to hire a cop, and...
For the killer husband?
Yeah, to kill her husband. So, they set her all up and everything, and, had the police, had to get caution taped off the house and shit. And, so when she pulls back up, they tell her, "Oh, man, there's been an accident. You need to come with us." So, she's already gone over this with the hitman.
Oh, so they're making her think that it's already happened.
Yeah, so she's, playing along, "Oh, my God, I can't believe he's actually dead." And fucking...
Could bold rules, Joe, does this mean that the chick which got the payment from that undercover cop actually gave him a BJ? That guy paid her, right? I seriously doubt that. He was the undercover. I'm sure as soon as he handed her over those McNuggets, he was like, "Freeze, bitch. You're going to jail." I just wonder if he let her eat the nuggets. If you're going to fucking arrest her, at least let her eat the fucking chicken nuggets. I still feel like that's entrapment. They probably entrapped that chick. But whatever.
This dude says, "Indian Creek Warden, what's up, man? How you doing?
You ain't the warden."
Have you heard of Skylar Nee's case, the high school girl in West Virginia that got killed by her two friends because they didn't want to be friends with her anymore?"
I've heard of it a little bit, but I don't know much about that situation. I'm telling you, After Prison Show is going to be on some real Dateline type of shit real soon. We're going to definitely be doing our fucking damnedest to bring you the craziest fucking shit going on around the world.
Yeah, so she's in the police station, and their husband just walks by the doorway.
Oh wow!
And she's fake tears and faking it, and then she just starts looking around, and she's like
she probably knew she got set up
and then the dude she paid fucking walks by the doorway too, and she's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And she's trying to get up to leave, and they're like, "No, ma'am, you're under arrest for solicitation for murder."
I met a guy who tried to hire somebody to kill his wife while I was in jail one time, and he got 25 years for that shit. Crazy situation.
Yeah, dude was like this. So the husband's like, "This isn't the first time this has happened either."
She's been trying to get people to kill me since we got married.
Well, I was like, dude, why would you stay with a wife who's constantly trying to hire hitmen? That's some masochistic shit.
Yeah. We got a rocky relationship, y'all, but we're trying to make it work. She's only tried to hire 3 people to have me killed so far, but I'm still here. We're still working it out.
She's called it off each time.
Yeah, she loves me though.
The last time was a close call, but
the bullet grazed my ear.
But she told him to stop, and that's all that really matters. And at the end of the day, she loves me.
Boy, love is a terrible thing, man. So we're just about done with the painting. What do you guys think of the painting? It came out pretty dope, right? Joe murdered it. Sort of like chicks trying to hire somebody to murder their husband. RJ, shout out to you. What you doing, Connie? Reading the chat?
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to keep up with that shit. I'll be honest with you. I can't, because I got so much shit going on over here, I can't ever really deal with it. Do a little touch up once I'm done with this. Anonymous, Joe, tell Cody to write down the Skylar Niece case for a future video. Very intriguing story from West Virginia. Cody, write that down for me. Skylar Niece. Cody, now! Fucking with you, Cody.
I just wanted you to yell at Cody to do something. Like, tell Cody to write that down.
Shout out to Cody for holding it down for us on this stream tonight. Shout out to everybody who rocked with us on this stream tonight. If you haven't done so, damn, Joe's choking to death over here. If you haven't done so, please smash that like button. Let us know that you rock with us. Also, check out After Prison Show on Twitch, Twitch TV /AfterPrisonShow. Gonna be some really cool things coming there. Got some things there already. You might fuck with it, you might not.
So someone named Katie up there said Connor date me, but
you gotta make sure. Look, there's gonna be a lot of youngins in here, man.
Yeah.
A lot of youngins.
So and then some guy said to ask you about Tyson.
Yeah, there was a fight I got in, lost. It's coming for a video or a different stream. I mean, I got my ass kicked. I got knocked out by this motherfucker. Well, happened in the jail. Bad fight.
I've gotten knocked out, so I'll tell a knocked out story.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing I've been embarrassed about. It's just, it's for another time. I'm going to do a little bit of touching up around this painting. Cody, did we reach the goal tonight? We didn't even come fucking close. We're never going to get a streaming computer. Oh, well. X-Data, remember, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for the love and support. All right, Joe needs to do one last little thing, and then we're going to be done with this painting. You guys let me know what we're doing with this. I think you guys said we're going to auction this off. Look for it on, shit, we should have had the other painting already on eBay. We don't.
We'll get them up on there.
You guys want to cop a painting? Vote for Pedro.
We need about 500 from the goal, 550.
Oh, we're still... Yeah. Well, we're getting close to the streaming computer, so can't argue with that. All right, so Joe's going through right now, just touching up around some of these edges that look just a little crazy.
I think you forgot to paint the eyes, but the eyes are there, so I don't know.
Well, I'm going to show them what it looks like at first, or up close, I mean. Somebody said I forgot to paint the eyes. Son of a bitch, how did I forget that? How did I paint this whole painting and I forgot the eyes?
So someone on there keeps telling Cody to tell me to rap, and then they're telling you to tell me to rap. So
you rap?
I mean, apparently they already know, man. I don't know who told them I be rapping, man, but someone done let the secret out.
I didn't even know you rapped. If you rap, that's news to me.
Yeah, so that'll have to be saved for a later stream.
We're gonna have a freestyle battle up here on the next stream. Well, not the next one, but we will be having one coming soon. If you guys want to see the rap battle, we will be having it soon. We'll have Dave over here too. Dave raps. I rap a little bit.
So The chat people said I smile too much, man, but it's just a habit I have. I smile a lot.
Hey, look, man, we all do things that we're,
Plus, I'm on camera and I'm in front of all these people,
Yeah.
so it makes me happy, man. So I just want to smile.
Well, nothing wrong with smiling. It beats frowning. Did Cody write down Skylar Nee's case? He damn sure did. Shout out to that. Hell yeah, well look, man, we wrapped up this painting right here. Hopefully it looks pretty good. I think it looks damn good. What do you think of that, Connor?
Nice job, man. That looks super clean.
Super clean. I probably could go through and hard line around these letters. I probably should. Yeah. I'll at least go tighten it up just a little bit more. You make me happy, Connor. Connor, you make me happy too. Where the hell is my paint?
So
you got to be careful in the comment section. You can get sucked into it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to just stare at them.
I told Dave the same thing. I said, Dave, you can't get sucked into the comment section. It's almost like a vortex that you can't come back from.
Yeah, because then people talk smack, and then you're like, oh, hold up.
If I had a nickel for every freaking horrible comment I read about me on a daily basis, I'd have 4 streaming computers.
Oh, man.
It's all good, though. So what's the plan for tonight, man? We gonna go get some strippers?
Yeah, strippers.
Stripper party.
Stripper party.
We're gonna have a late night after prison show stream on Twitch.
I'm not sure, where to find a stripper at.
I would guess the strip club, Connor.
But I'm thinking, you got an iPhone or you got a Samsung phone?
I got a Galaxy.
We can't ask Siri then. We're gonna have to ask Google.
What, for the strip club?
Find us a stripper.
I know where they're at.
I've only been to a strip club once or twice, man.
I've only been once since I've been home. They suck.
I haven't been to one since I've been home. Last time I went to one was out in Oregon. I was 19 years old, and I went in this strip club. And you had to be 21, but all my homeboys out there were balling. And so the stripper walked me in, told the bouncer I was her boyfriend, and she walked me in the front door.
You can't argue with those kind of facts.
It was pretty cool. So I was like a little kid, and everyone else was 27, 25, and they walked me in. I was stoked. We did the flaming shots on the bar.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was pretty cool.
They don't even serve liquor, I don't think. Oh, sorry, I missed that comment.
I think it said something about, did I watch the penis balls bouncing off the floor video? Is that the drop the soap one?
No, there was a guy that I was locked up with in the jail, in Virginia Beach jail, who was crazy as shit. He used to walk around talking to his towel all day, he had his towel wrapped around his shoulders. And the craziest shit I ever saw him do was he was in the shower one day, and he was doing push-ups in the shower.
Oh my god.
Butt ball naked. Balls bouncing off the floor. Bung, 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 bung.
Yo, what the hell? How about when you see new guys come into jail and they go in the shower without shower shoes on? Does that shit bug you out?
I don't care because I'm hey, look, it's your feet. I don't care. A lot of people make a big deal about it, but it is what it is. Stacy K515, shout out to you.
I'll say something to somebody. I'll be like, dude, you might want to wear shower shoes.
There was this young kid who was in the jail with me, right? And I'm not sure if I ever got a chance to tell this story. M. Rezi, what's going on with you, man? Here's an extra $5. Make sure that computer is not just super average. Hashtag M. Rezi, you are the fucking dude, man. Shout out to you. That's the guy that got the painting off of eBay. Shout out to him. Yeah, man.
That's cool.
I got an email from him earlier today. Was able to email him back. Really awesome dude, man. Got a lot of respect for that dude. Shows a lot of love for the channel. I don't think this thing can get any cleaner. Joe's been just sitting here dicking around with these letters, just trying to tighten up any kind of loose ends I may have here.
Is this going to be eBay material, man?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Cool, man.
We're going to put this sucker up on eBay. Joe's going to sign it. Elizabeth, shout out to you.
So, like, is it, like, abusing my, like, friend privileges to try to get, like, a painting for my house?
Not at all.
Like,
Not
I
at
don't
all.
want to have to go through eBay and have to
Is it
fight
abusing-
all the fans.
is it
Y'all are
abusing-
going to keep bidding the painting up I try to buy.
Is it abusing the friend privilege if I just want to get a tattoo?
Yeah, I mean, you can get another tattoo.
Tit for tat. All right, look, y'all, we finished up the painting. Let me know what you think about it. Oh, got a burp. I'm trying to get this big ass burp out. Let me know if you want this painting. Like, is this a painting that you would rock with? Because, you know, I like it a lot. Maybe you don't like it. I want to hear what you think about it. I'm about to put the close-up on the painting so you guys can check it out for yourself. Let me know exactly what you think. Couple little...
Do you take like suggestions and requests and stuff?
I was gonna do a live stream where I actually let the fans pick the painting. So that was what I was gonna do.
Discord has a section.
Joseph Ann, your videos have truly changed me. This is the least I could do. I love you. Shout out to you, Joseph Ann. That really means a lot. Hey, what do you guys think about this painting right here? How's that look, Cody? Let me know what you think. We're gonna be putting this up on eBay. The pupils, I would fuck it hard. Shout out. Hell yeah. Hope you guys like that painting right there. That's what we did tonight. Penis balls bouncing off the floor. What was it like to bust Junies after 5 and 7 years? My God. Whew. It was like this. It was like, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. I can't
I
last so
said,
long.
oh my God, that shit was good. And she was like, oh, you're just saying that because you haven't had any in years. And I was like, I had some before then, and this is good. I'm telling you, it's really fucking good. And she was like, thanks. Well, you were good, too, for, you know, as long as you were able to make it. I know you were locked up for a while.
So we're going to sign this painting. We're going to have this up on eBay. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with this. We possibly will be live streaming again tomorrow. There's going to be a big-ass video coming tomorrow, which is how to make prison birthday cake. Look for that video. There's also a big-time interview coming on Thursday with a guy who served a shit ton of time, came home, started a fucking restaurant. This dude's booming now. Sieb, shout out to you. Real quick before we get out of here, just want to tell everybody thank you very much for rocking with this stream tonight. It's because of all of you that makes this just something so awesome. Thank you all for the love and support that you show for After Prison Show, for continuing to rock with us pretty much no matter what. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, and if you haven't, please smash that like button. I can't emphasize that enough. That really does help us out. Thank you all for the love and support. I hope you have a wonderful night. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take